Hot little tag return. Pokemon cards live. Let's hit save on that. I don't know if this particular return has any of your guys' cards in it. So let me check on that real fast. This might just be my return. Sometimes I do a return with only my own cards in it. So it says the top pull is Master Chief, which got a 9, sadly. So let's just jump over here. And we're going to head over to, where is it? Tag submissions. Here we are. So, oh snap, it does have your guys' cards in it. Hold on. Yes, this is the February submission done a little early, it looks like. So it looks like this is an actual February return. All right, so let me update the title. Tag group submission return. And let's give it a number. So the number shall be tag 21126. All right, that shall be the number for it. All right. Boop. Hot little slabby patty. So we're going to hit save on that. Now, that means we need to update the Discord server. This returned on 4/1/26. Let's go ahead and grab the link. All right. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the returns channel and say at here. Tag submission is back from February. Okay, and then the number for it was what? It was tag 211, I think, 26. All right, we're gonna hit send that. Very good. Let's just double check that. 21126, yes. All right, so the returns channel has been updated with a tag return. Let's go look at that submission again. This return on 4/1/26, tag submission 211. All right, cool. So now we just need to get everybody's stuff out of there. Looks like Mr. Brett has some cool cards in there. He's got, let's read all the cards out loud. Oh, and let's turn this on as well. Let's turn on the comments. It's a good day for a tag return. It was a little bit slow in the daytime stream. All right, so we're going to grab this. All right, we're going to open up our stream. No need to fear, Mr. is here. I'm going to tell Mr. Brett that the stream is live. Let's see. I got ripped off by that Japanese vendor. I told you he was going to fix the issue. He didn't. He sent me a little box with 4 little boxes of Pokemon Black and 4 little boxes of Pokemon White. What he owed me was 2 cases of Pokemon Black and 2 cases of Pokemon White. So I went and I chewed him off, but I don't think that it's going to chewed him out, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Hey, your February tag slabs are back. All right, so I will just tell him that, and then let's see what we got going on here. So let's see the list again. Okay, I'm going to read the list out. We got Chad Ardinger, Halo Upper Deck. Brett has Darth Talon, Tyranitar Prismatic, Sylveon Master Ball, Drapion, GG49, Charizard V-Star, Diancie, Regigigas, Radiant Charizard, Rayquaza Hollow, Golden Mewtwo. Oh, that's a good one. I saw that one got a 10. And then after that, we got Jose Arredondo with Korean Rocket Moltres and Jose Arredondo with Korean Houndoom Rocket. Let me go make a note on these. Update. Tag did not grade these Korean cards. All right, so I did the update. Mark J. Valerian with Lord of the Rings Checklist. Ooh, that's really good. And Sean Gallagher with Mega Tyranitar EX Ancient Origins. Oh, cool, okay. So, let's get started on finding out whose stuff is whose. So I got some stuff in here. You guys got some stuff in here. Welcome to the evening stream. You guys are here just in time. Smash that like button. We've got a Scullipede 10. Awesome. Actually, here, let's move this over here like this. So, Scullipede 10. I get these weird, what are these called? They're called Tarukas. So, we got some Tarukas in this order. I submitted some Tarukas. Here's a little bit of Dragon Ball. Here's a Broly 10. Here's a Super 17 10. That's nice. Sadly, it looks like Son Goku gets the 9, huh? That's too bad. Ancient Mew 3.5. When I look at it, it's really beaten up. So I must have had this card in a used vintage Pokemon cards pile. Here's another nice Zapdos. I have a lot of those. We got, oh my God, we got a 10 on that? That's crazy. Here's a classic Scyther with an 8.5. That's too bad. Ooh, Dragon Ball. Yes. Ooh, indeed. Ooh, wee. Let's move this. It's me, Mr. Poopy Butthole. Ooh, wee. So those were all mine, clearly. Let's see what else is mine. These failed Cubones. I saw this. This was really disappointing. This was so disappointing because I paid like 60 bucks for each Cubone. God, dude. Both 9s. I might try to regrade them with PSA or something. We'll find out what Tag didn't like about them. We'll find out. This is sad too. So this wasted my money. 6.5. They must have really not liked that card. Here's a nice Bulbasaur though. This looks amazing, dude. This is from 2022. Doesn't that look cool? That's Vileplume. That card looks great. Here's a Meowth. Melodic. We like Melodic. Braviary. This sucks. Dang, dude. Another one of those Chinese cards. Here's Execute. Flapple. Flap. Here's Mesprit. Whoa. Vileplume. Yeah, he's cute, man. Vileplume looking kind of cute, not gonna lie. Now look at it. This is mine. And kind of like the Per Ugly, I'm gonna have to send this back. I'm gonna have to send it back. Look at it. They encapsulated it upside down. This is the front of the slab, but they gave me the back of the card. They thought that this was the front of the card, I guess. Like it says, tops 1 of 1. This is backwards. Damn, dude. I really wanted this one. Look how cool that is. So I gotta send this back to them. All right. That's no good, huh? Here is a Metagross. We ran into this Metagross artwork, and I'm like, I like that artwork. Those grades are rough. Some of them are. We got a Taruka Charmander. So the Tarukas are not very expensive. They're kind of like this goofy thing, like Old Maid. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the same company printing all 3 of these. And so I got a couple of these Tarukas graded. They're very simple. 1 or 2 of them are pretty nice. I don't understand why all the Pokemon are upside down in the Tarukas, but I guess that's just how it's done. Like, that's what it's all about. So it's a card game in Japan, and I don't understand the card game. But most of these will be like 30 to 40 bucks. They're really cheap. FML, I keep forgetting to switch off. What? A little squirrel there. That's kind of cute. It is. What do you think of that, Miss Tammy? Ow. Forgot how fast tag returns are. They're a little bit faster, but this one came back before the January one. So I think the reason it came back is because it's only 75 cards large. And I might start doing that more often with our submissions. So instead of a 200 card submission, one big one, might start splitting them into smaller 75 card submissions to increase the odds they get worked on and finished maybe. I'm not sure. Like if our turnaround times are faster as a result of making them into smaller shipments, we might do that. Here's Meowth. That was a theory I was actually testing with this exact submission. I updated the thumbnail and clicked the link in Studio, and it sends me with that account. Here we are. Okay, very nice. Here's Froakie. Look at this guy. Here's Cleavor. Darkrai actually looks pretty crazy. Now look at this one. I think this one will actually have some value. Look at this. Magikarp. I love Magikarp. He's cool. So, I don't think any of those Tarukas or whatever are very valuable. Second place. Third place. Fourth place. They're pretty strange. Ninth place. PSA tag 9. Magnetron 10. I like saying Magnetron sometimes. It's kind of goofy. Ooh, we only have 37 people watching this. That's kind of surprising. Where's everybody? All right, look at this beautiful chart. You know, it was slow in the morning stream, too. Did you know that, guys? Vibrava. You know this is mine, because only I'd be stupid enough to submit a Vibrava for grading. But there he is. And Meowscarada. All right. Only I would be dumb enough to grade Vibrava. I'd be like, maybe somebody will buy it. All right, now, Darth Talon. I believe this is Mr. Brett's. Look at that 9, Mr. Brett. So close, dude. Looks like it has a clear-cut surface issue right there on the back of the card. Was that there when we submitted it? All right, so that is Mr. Brett. Let's grab this sleeve. Okay, I think I was helping him pick these cards out, so I don't like to see that, you know. I'm going to write your name on this, Brett. Love this Volplume. He's so nice looking. Brett Love. Okay. And here is, Masterqueef Upper Deck. All right, so that's Chad Ardinger's Masterqueef. Darn, also a 9. Wonder what gave it the 9. Obviously, they didn't like something about it. That's tough, man. Tag certainly does grade cards very harshly, so I will say that. If you're ever worried about buying a Tag 10, you can just stop worrying. They're very tough graders. I'm sure there's maybe exceptions to that, but for the most part, they grade super harsh. Like, they just don't let anything through. Now, we have a stamped Tyranitar. Man, that sucks. Look how clean it is, man. It's a really clean card. I'd like to scan this and see what they didn't like. Probably going to be something like centering on the front or something goofy like that. Even the whole 45-55, it feels like they apply it more harshly than PSA, I swear to God. They will claim something's off center. I'll be looking at it like, really? It's like a hair off center, dude. All right, so it says defects identified centering 43-57. And that's top to bottom. So it's saying top-bottom centering is not good enough. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Darn, man. That's so crappy because the back of this card is so clean. And the centering on the back's a little bit nicer than the centering on the front, huh? Man. So tough to get a 10 on anything, guys. Even when you pour over them, you can still miss something. Top-bottom centering. Pop 1. What's Pop 1? So this is Brett. Is tag pristine harder to get than BGS Black Label? So I wouldn't say that, but I would say it's awfully close. It's awfully close. You can send whole submissions to tag and not get pristine. Like 200 card submissions, not a single one gets the pristine. And then sometimes you send a submission and 1 or 2 of them get pristine. So it's like, it's tough for sure. Here's Sylveon Master Ball. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. The Vibrava probably Pop 1. Nah. Okay, so we got this one passed with the 10. But look at this. Now we got Drapion. Dang, dude. How harsh is this grading? Such a nice card. 8.5 on the Drapion. The launch is up. What? Alrighty, that's something else. Okay, Mr. Brett. All right. Here's Charizard 9. Wow. So harsh. What do you suppose it is on this one? I'm curious. I love the grading report. The grading report is a massive innovation, man. All right, so it claims on the back top left, there is a surface print defect. Let me view it. Oh, wow. It says it's almost like, it's not a scratch, it's almost like an indentation. Where's it again? I don't know, dude. I think their machine might be too sensitive, man. I'm telling you, the tag grading is so harsh. So it's saying, you see these like lines right here by the P? It's saying that there's lines in the card. Like indentation lines, maybe? I don't know. I'm not seeing it at all. Are you guys seeing it? I'm not seeing an indentation. You see it? Are you messing with me, Chris? I think I do. Are you sure? Because it's looking pretty flat and pretty much like it doesn't exist to me. Wow, they're claiming that that is this. Again, look at what they detected. I guess it's nearly, I mean, I can't really detect it with my eyes. I guess, man. That's very harsh. What do you guys think of that? That's why they claimed it missed. Their machine, their forensic imaging machine, came up with an indentation in the card, but you look at it with your human eye and you don't see it. I don't know. All right, but he is going to end up being a 9. Here is Deancy Altart. All right, a little bit better news on that one. Deancy is getting a 10. Where'd this come from? Mega Dream? Nice. What did the scans show? All kinds of stuff, but it's a forensic scan is what it is. And then I think they used the forensic scan to decide, you know, what the problem is, and they say, all right, well, this card's no good. But I don't think they're looking over the scan after they're done. I don't think they're looking over the card with their bare eye, because if they did, I think they would go, there's nothing you can see on this card. Someone didn't clean the machine first. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that card looked awfully hard to detect any kind of problem. I didn't see a problem. Did you guys see a problem? And so the machine might be too sensitive, or maybe it cast a shadow or something. I don't know. That Charizard looked like he could have been a 10. But I want to bring that back again. When you see those tag 10s, like here's a tag 10. This was a hard 110, okay? It was a difficult 10 to achieve. So, and some of the 8s and 9s might be a little bit nicer than you realize. All right. Now here is Reggie Gigas 9 from Crown Zenith, huh? Okay. I could see this one maybe getting a 9. It seems to have a tiny white dot up on the left-hand corner. When I said hard 1, I meant W-O-N, like 1, like he won the battle. Hard-fought war. So the grading stuff people can't see. Well, you know, that's kind of what BGS does. And that's why people don't like BGS as much as PSA, because BGS is so harsh. But that's also why they're so good with their black label. So this guy got a whopping 8.5. Wow, that is so freaking harsh. Let's see what they didn't like about this one, because it is looking like this didn't even get a 9. They're saying there's more than one problem with it. All right, let's see what the issues are. It says the back bottom right, the back left, and there's a back middle left. There's a dent. All right, let's take a look. So it's saying this corner down here is no good. Actually, that's fair enough. And it's weird. I almost feel like I recognize this, like I've seen this before. All right, but it also says there's a dent on the back of the card. A dent, huh? Can I click on that? Okay, it says the dent is here. Oh, yeah. Very, very subtle. So this is maybe something a computer is better at than I am. Look how subtle that dent is. It's saying that dent is a 9. Oh my God, dude. That's freaking subtle, dude. So you may not have even that little dent on your card, or they will reduce the grade. I'm telling you, it is like BGS. That is like BGS level grading, in my opinion. All right. That's for Mr. Brett. This one makes me sad, too. He's got a Rayquaza coming up. Man, this would have been great as a 10. I can kind of see some offsetting here to here, but it gave it a 9. Let's see if we can just identify why it might have gotten a 9. It does have lips on it, but I'm not seeing necessarily white spots. Let's go ahead and scan it. What do you guys think of these grades, man? Harsh, right? What do you guys think of it? Tag, not easy to grade 10 with. Imagine what it means when they give it a pristine. Now do you see why I won't sell my pristines quickly? So it's saying the back bottom left is problematic, back bottom left. All right, let's just see about the back bottom left. It's pretty subtle, man. They're saying this edge was too bad to get a 10. All right. Man, dude. That is such a small issue on that corner, and it's saying, no way that's not a 10. Here you go, Mr. Brett. That, again, that kind of grading does remind me of Beckett. That's very harsh standards. PSA got harsher too, by the way. It's not just tag. Everybody's just heading toward Beckett level grading. Grading so harsh, you just can't get a 10. Now, look. This one did get a 10, so you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to question it. I'm going to go, damn, this card must be so freaking nice to get a nice 10 like that. All right, here you go, Mr. Brett. The Golden Mewtwo is a 10. Thank heavens. Holy, dude. All right. Brett Love. So now we have all of Brett's returns. 10 on the Mewtwo. Some decent 9s. I mean, the 9s are nice, but they probably would have been really nice as a 10. So we got Master Ball Sylveon, Alternative Art Deontay, and Golden Mewtwo. That's pretty nice. So sad about the Darth Talon. I didn't scan. I didn't see why the Darth Talon missed. Actually, I'm curious why the Darth Talon missed. Are you guys curious? Because, you know, if it missed for a small enough of a reason, it might be worth a regrade. All right, so, like, for example, I would be tempted to crack the Rayquaza and regrade that one. It says back, bottom, center, there's a surface scratch. Let's just see about that. Down here, really, really small area. Oh, yeah, that whole thing. By the way, this scratch is on the actual slab. But what's up with that, man? How did I miss that? It's possible I did, but that's a pretty big miss. All right, so we already looked at it. I remember now. Okay, Mr. Brett. Some beautiful 10s, at least a couple. And, you know, this kind of fits the narrative with how 10s and 9s work. You get a bunch of 9s and a couple 10s. That's why 10s have a premium. They're expensive. Now, I will go ahead and place this. I'll place this here for now. All right, good enough. Just get those out of the way. We already saw Chad got a 9 on Master Chief. Now, Jose Arredondo had 2 Korean cards in here, which they rejected. They said this is not within our scope yet. They don't grade Korean cards yet. Darn. All right, come on, tag. Now we have this Mark J. Valerian, Lord of the Rings checklist. I'd like to point out, I have one of these in a 10 graded by tag. So they are definitely harsh on the square cut cards. This one got a 7, mine got a 10. Or I bought it. I don't remember how I got it. Maybe I graded it, maybe I bought it. But it just shows you, like, man, this didn't even get an 8. They said, nah, you get a 7, bro. They said, welcome to hell. Sorry, Mark. But I graded this one a couple months back for myself. and I happened to have gotten a 10 on it. And I thought, oh, sweet, this is going to be like $400 or something. And I'm standing by that value because it's hard enough to pull one of those, but to also get it into a 10 is just as hard. Sean Gallagher sent in his Tyranitar from Ancient Origins. Here he is, getting a 9. Ooh, Mr. Sean. I think it's going to be top bottom centering isn't good enough. Yeah, you can see it on the back too. Well, this is a lovely 9, and it's such an old card, it's probably actually worth a little bit, even as a 9. That doesn't happen with modern cards, but with old cards, that does happen. All right, Sean Gallagher. Congratulations, everyone, on your grades. Pretty tough this round. Actually, if you think about it, the only one who got 10s was Mr. Brett. That's how tough their grading was. It was really tough, man. All right, we put those away. There's a couple slabs here left for me. So here is a Pikachu first place. Cute. That's also from Toruka, I mean. Second place, third place, fourth place. Even those got 9s. How? Boy, these are going to be fantastic. Hey, you know what? We could hand this out to the person who wins like all the gym breaks or something. That'd be a funny idea. You know, because they're kind of like, you know, first place, second place, that kind of stuff. Who wants the second place and the third place and the fourth place anyway? It's all about first place, baby. Now, wow, look at that Bulbasaur. Isn't that funny? Okay. Misdreavus. Lucario. Annihilate. And this is my favorite one. Rayquaza. He looks pretty cool, actually. So that'll be my favorite. And then the Zoroark. So we have a new round of weird cards, kind of like Old Maid, that we can sell. I don't think they're very expensive. They're just a bit of fun. The Rayquaza is pretty far up there on the list of good ones. But look at this. Magikarp as well. They're all upside down, but that's the nature of it. Like, notice the language is not upside down. Weird, right? Wait, is the chat working? Nobody said anything for a while. Hold on, let me see. Wait, are you guys just being quiet? Somebody say something. Somebody tell me we're still live. Wait, it says 13 people watching. There's not actually 13 people watching. It says there's 47 people watching over here. Oh, wow, it was like stuck. It was stuck. Oh, man. I didn't get to see any of your messages this whole time. We are buying all the tag ones. I'm going, says Aovic. Driving. You driving? Be careful, man. No driving accidents. All right, so there you have it. And that was not a very large tag return, but that's okay. We're doing smaller tag returns, and they'll appear more frequently. So I'm trying to get 2 small tag returns per month, which equals 1 larger tag return. For example, the current tag return is a 100 card, or the current tag submission is a 100 card submission. So together, there's 2 March submissions equaling 175 cards. That's pretty close to my typical 200 cards. So that is what we're doing. I feel like I could probably step up the amount of cards we're sending out if you think about it, because, man, we're low. All my boxes are low. You want to see my boxes? Look at my boxes. One little stack. I mean, the boxes run really far back. And what's crazy about that, is those used to be full. We used to have way more slabs in there. They're all gone now. You guys bought them all. So they're very popular. Card grading is very popular. And we will just keep going, okay? But now we got these new cards to price up, so that's going to be fun. Let's take a look at the first order from the evening stream. Terry Sherman paying off Slab Away. Let's take care of this, guys. Terry Sherman Slab Away. So now we got new cards to price up for the table. What do you guys think about that? Hello Kitty Black Label. You know, Terry, I think I really underpriced this one, so you got a good deal on it. I think I should have held it and asked a higher price. Here's Andy Dirksen. The reason that it was so cheap is because actually I had a couple of them. I had a couple black labels, and I was like, I might as well sell these. So let me go find this Terry. Terry with the T. Terry. Here's Terry Mills, Terry Sherman. All right. Here we are. Terry Sherman. With the little crinkled sleeve, I guess. So there you have it. Congratulations. Okay, hit enter on that. Terry, I see you made a big payment through Bank of America. I'm sorry, through ZELLE, I should say. We're going to put you on the ZELLE giveaway, okay? We got a giveaway just for ZELLE users. So on occasion, I'm going to pop people in here. There it is, Terry Sherman. All right. If you guys want to go into that ZELLE giveaway, you got to use ZELLE. That's our favorite payment platform. You can learn more about that in the description of the live stream, okay? Move that out of the way. Let's get these kind of refreshed. Here's Dark Golduck. A little bit of interest in that Huntail by Mr. Aovic. It is. You know, $75 is just slightly more expensive than the last sold, which was like $65. So if you think about it, Aovic, I'm not asking like 120 on that guy. It's like $10 more. All it really does is cover some taxes. Speaking of which, I'm being told I owe quite a bit of taxes. Man, taxes suck, guys. Karis was on the phone talking to the IRS, and they were saying we didn't pay enough Missouri taxes because we didn't properly collect sales tax. And I was like, yes, we did. And then it turns out she's talking to the accountant. No, we didn't. So we didn't collect enough sales tax on Missouri sales from Missouri to Missouri. So me to other guys who live in Missouri. Really annoying. So now I'm going to pay extra taxes this year. It's just so stupid, dude. I'm not the kind of person to do any kind of tax avoidance. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I just want the accountant to account it all properly and just tell me what I owe and let me pay it. Apparently, they didn't do a good job of that. And so now I get to pay extra taxes this year. My God. And it's already too much, man. They take so damn much. How can anyone make money when the government's taking all your money? And then they don't even do good things with it. So you hear me gripe about taxes a lot. It's very annoying. It's because it affects me so much, you know. Is tag grading your go-to? No, I wouldn't say that, but we are grading an awful lot with them recently. PSA kind of raised their prices, so it's like, well, I like PSA better. Look, PSA, they're the more popular company. That's all there is to it. I'm not a PSA fanboy. I'm not a tag fanboy. I'm just a guy selling cards. Tag treats me very nice. They give me a good price, and PSA gives me a very expensive price. So tag gets more business with me. You know, if they want me to be a little more than just a guy grading with tag, they ought to let me buy private equity or something like that. Then I'll be cheerleading tag all day long. I don't care. But I do like tag. I think that they're a nice competitor. They've been doing a good job so far, I'd say. When you say that, they've been doing a good job. And, yeah, there's a lot of companies. There's AGS. Are we good? Let's see. Test. We still here? All right, so we had a lag spike there. I wasn't sure if we were still working. We are? We're good? Okay, good. Yeah, so as I was saying, you know, there's other smaller companies that maybe want to make some progress, kind of like, ooh, what's this? Is this a second package from DHL? Let me see. No, it's just in different languages, isn't it? Ah, that's so annoying. All right. So I was talking about how the Japanese vendor who kind of screwed me over finally shipped out my cards. They arrived today. He sent me, get this, 4 booster boxes, a Pokemon Black, and 4 booster boxes, a Pokemon White. He owes me 2 cases of Pokemon Black and 2 cases of Pokemon White. I'm like at the point where I'm ready to like publicly dump all of our DMs and show what a terrible person he's been when it comes to fulfilling these orders. And he's a scammer, dude. You know, I didn't want to call him that. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to reach that point. It's got to be. It's business fraud. He's business frauding me for thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know. He sent in those boxes and thought maybe that would be enough. But, I don't know. I have to start getting pretty rough. All right. So, let me go ahead and set up. So, I got this Japanese vendor who screwed me over from like 2 years ago, and got to pay extra taxes this year too. Ugh. Life, dude, life. Here's a Mimic AU. Ooh, Mimic AU. Life always throws something at you. It really does. Life always throws something at you. Is there a box break going on right now? There's no box break. However, we could host one if you guys so wanted. If you happened to want one. We could host a Destined Rivals box break. That would be fun. Wow, I really like that one. I feel like this Mudkip should have had more time on the table. He's really nice, actually. Mister, the other day in Discord, someone that knows me from another Discord saw me. Isn't that crazy? Small world. It's a small world. You get around, that's why. It's a small world after all. Jatini. Ooh. All right, there's a pricey slabs channel kind of card. Let's get this Rayquaza up here, all right? It's pronounced Rayquaza. Say it right, guys. Haha from a local Discord. Let's see. So we're going to say Taruka Rayquaza. Okay, so this one's actually got a little bit of cost to it. You know, I saw the price for some of the other ones. They're pretty cheap. This one's got a little bit of cost to it. Looks like the cheapest one is in Japan for about $90. And then after that, it's $95 for one in the US. So he is not super cheap. That's good. That means I can send out another round of these if I wanted to. That's so cute. Now the question is, where do I put them? Do I put them in the Poke Shuffles? Do I let you guys buy them outright? Do-do-do, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Poke Shuffles could use another hit. Such a weird card, though. I'm not sure if everybody wants it. You know, it's good to put in hits that are universally wanted. I'm going to set this one down. We're going to do $100 even. We'll see where it goes. All right, there's Rayquaza, $100. Magikarp, also very cool. All right, price up the Charmander. Oh, Magikarp's not exactly cheap either. He's 85. Cool, all right, well, that's great. Well, that tells me I should have graded 2 rounds of these, not 1. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Scooba-dooba-dooba-doo. What about a mega box break? Mega box break. A mega box break. Now, how does that work? How does a mega box break work? 40 likes and we'll do the giveaway, guys. Get us to 40 likes. You know the rules. 40 likes. Darkrai needs a challenger. Who wants to risk $20 to take down Mr. Soul Despair? It is. I heard him saying yo mama jokes. All right. Let's see. We do have an order from Mr. Mark. Let's go get it. Thank you, by the way, to Sarah Dusenberry in the morning time stream. She did some big orders. She was keeping us afloat over there. I really appreciate it. To give away, if possible, my Tag 7 Lord of the Rings checklist. Are you sure you can sell it to me? It's possible. I will go ahead and put you into... Oh, I guess the March giveaway is over. This was kind of a smaller giveaway. And actually, look, you were the biggest giver, Mr. Mark. Also, I think my number's not accurate. My number... God, I don't even know. What do you guys think? You think I gave away at least another $100 of slabs? I mean, for all of March, I was just giving out slabs out like every other day at least. Every other day we gave out at least 1 slab, and it would be like $20 to $40. Shoot, man, I was not keeping track of it. I'm gonna put myself down for, I don't know, like 150 or something. Well, that would assume I only gave away $75 more worth of cards. I think it's higher than 150. I do. I'm gonna guesstimate on a conservative side that I hit $200 in small slabs giveaway. All right, you did a no April Fool's joke, did I? These aren't that cheap after all. Make them hollow shuffles. Well, we can grade more of them, so that's not an issue. But I'll let people take a stab at them if they wish to get us started. So, for the month of March, the giveaways, it's Jennifer Yap. Hey, Jen. We're going to say total. Nice tag slabs. I know, I like them. Let's add these up. Those are pretty weird, aren't they? 410, 30, 20, and 9. So this comes out to 669. A tag return? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to say that is for March. You did no April Fool's joke. Were you hoping I would do an April Fool's joke? I'm just not that kind of person. I'm bored. I'm boring like cardboard. The donation score. All right, so let me take a picture. The most generous giver was Mr. Mark, which was true for months. All right, we'll throw this away and start up a new one for February. Heard your baby project is in progress. Yeah, we had it's called an embryo transfer the other day, and it failed. So now we have to do another one. Here it is. All right, but apparently they do tend to do that. All right, meaning we were pretty close, but no luck. This is going to say April 2026 donations. All right, there we go. And we're going to put Mr. Mark down here. Ta-da! Second time's the charm. That's right. I like to close my eyes and imagine the first embryo was the kid who was going to kill me on my sleep. So that helps. Yeah, that was the one that was going to go crazy anyways. There we go. Now, he's interested in giving away his Lord of the Rings card. Let's take a quick look at that. Evolving Skies 10 spots, working the same way as your current Mega Breaks. That's an interesting idea. I think it would take a very long time. I don't think we have enough to justify 2 Mega Breaks at once. I really don't. Because besides the Mega Breaks, we have so much going on all the time. The only thing I could justify is hosting a break that's just really intensely good for the buyers. That's all I could imagine. But so we've got a couple breaks over here. Sometimes I take them off the table during the vertical stream because you need room for the vertical stream. So check it out. We got Rare Candy Charizard. He's 7 out of 16. Good. Shining Tyranitar. So we just started this. He's CGC 10. Really nice. And the sub list is halfway full. Redo Healer. Here's Tyranitar Single Strike Master Altart. And Manganami. Still hanging around. Oh, I don't know, just hanging around. You should adopt a child from Africa. We can name him Marvin, and we can starve him, and call him Starving Marvin. I don't know. It is. I'm going to adopt a child from Africa. Then everyone will think I'm good. They are. Africa. Billions of dollars must go to Africa. All right. Ooh. You can't call him starving because that's mean, but you can't starve him. Praying you guys are successful on your next attempt. Did you guys select for gender? So you yeah, they kind of make you pick. We chose for a boy and did not go through. Karis is kind of what's the word? Obviously, I want a boy. You have to have a boy because boys carry on the last name, right? And they carry on your Pokemon card shop. But you know, girls can do that too. It's just you know how it is. Guys want boys, girls want girls. That's how it is. Some girls want boys. I think some guys want girls too, but those I think those are the exception. They are. You know, I need to have a warlord, you know, child to take over, you know, right? Lead the kingdom. All right. They're always talking about that kind of stuff. That's racist, you know. Mark J. Valerian, he was saying give away his checklist. Lord of the Rings checklist 7. What do you think the value on this is? Maybe $70. I'm going to value that $70, Mr. Mark. Here you go. Now, we were in the middle of handing out a free card already. So I think what I'll do is I'll set this up to say Mark, but we're going to hold off until the other giveaway is done, Mr. Mark. There we go. Well, I don't know. We could just start this one right away. We could just pause this one. Why don't we just pause this one? All right, this one's paused. He's going back over here. They're talking about birthright citizenship in court today. And one of the arguments that you heard made was they mentioned there's like a Chinese billionaire, and he used his surrogacy and his money to get 100 children into the United States through surrogacy. Very, very interesting. And man, if only I had $1 billion, I could just have a whole bunch of kids. I guess, do you even raise them? I mean, he's obviously not raising them. You can't raise 100 kids. That's just physically not possible. That's an organization. So he has foster parents for those children. That must be how he does it. I mean, I can't think of any other way. He has foster moms or something, but he's so rich he can just pay them to work for him. Really crazy stuff. I find all that super fascinating. It's easier to carry girls. I had a lot of issues with boys. Yeah. Pin the website. Is the website not pinned? Thank you for that. Let me do that. What are you even doing with 100 kids, man? Spreading your genes, I guess. Far and wide. Billionaires are weird. I know. I would hate to have $1 billion. Put this over here. Just shows you once you have all that money, it's like, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with all that money? All right, we're going to choose pin message. Thank you for that. Let's see. So now we have this giveaway, but you know it's not set up yet because we have to hit 40 likes. Welcome, mister. No problem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we're going to jump back to the queue and take a look at this Jack Woodworth order for add to my credit $20 and give me the Rainbow Pikachu PSA now. Oh, I see. You're saying you have $20 of store credit to use. Okay, give me a minute. Scooby-doo-ba-doo. This is really a Tyranitar break time because look, we got 2 Tyranitars running. That's pretty cool. Ah, Mr. Jack. Mr. Jack. Whoa! Did you see that perfect throw? That's amazing. All skill. Nothing but net. NASA launched a new rocket. Yeah, I heard Krispy Kreme Donut was doing a special donut in honor of that. And I was like, ooh. As a fat guy, that's something you notice. You know, you're like, new donuts? All right, where is it? Is it still on the table? I thought we pulled it off the table. Oh, I guess it's still on the table. Okay, then. That was thick. Meow, 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 meow. Who has new donuts? Krispy Kreme did a special NASA donut. And I was like, what for? And that's when I heard about the whole Artemis mission. Okay. New Rayquaza. Ah. Big, gay, fat Pikachu. All yours, Mr. Jack. Thank you so much. Good. Good, Anakin. Very nice. Why does this camera just seem like it's not tilted correctly? Mr. Jack. So Mark J. Valerian with his giveaway. Thank you, Mark. We have an order from Joseph Smith. He says 3 of the Pokey Shuffles. Pokey Shuffle. Pokey Pokies. Ooh. A 1, a 2, a 3. 3Ds. Oh. Sweet. Very nice. Mamma mia. 3 cold ones. That sucks. Don't forget about the back splits. This guy's up to 6. This guy's up to 3. We got 2 pack splits. Team Rocket, vintage. XY Breakthrough, almost vintage. It's like 10 years old. This is 10 years old. Breakthrough is very old. It's not from yesterday, that's for sure. All right, what we have here? We got a Zorork. Ooh. These new weird cards. Zorork. He is, okay, so this guy's way cheaper. He's 40 bucks. That's what I was saying. Like, a lot of these are pretty cheap, actually. They're a lot like the old made cards. Any slab badoofs. Might have had one at one point, but I can't think of any right now. Any that are just laying around. All right. Oh, I put it on this. Like back in the good old days when we did it that way. Goes to the middle. Annihilate. Guess he's popular. People like Annihilate. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? How do I spell this? Annihilate. I did spell it right. There's none for sale. Last sold for... Well, he sold for $125 on January 1st. But he last sold for $55. That was the last sale, was 55 doll hairs. Last sold. Man, if there's none for sale, I feel like I should list one. They do Hogwarts donuts. What? We're just going to copy that. Oops. 55. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Lucario. Mamma mia. I'm Lucario. Wowie wee wow. He looks like he's doing a break dance. Okay. Mm-hmm. They also did Snoopy donuts. What? Oh. Okay, Lucario's kind of an expensive one. He's 125. How can he cost more than the Rayquaza? That doesn't really add up to me. Let me check sold. All right. So this card sold for $106 on March 30th. Wow. Plus $20 of shipping from Japan. Plus Japanese import fees, which are about 15%. Plus taxes, which you don't pay with me. I pay them. So we're going to set them to $125. I did not expect that. They should do TCC logo donuts. That'd be cool. Just, you can't eat those, though. They'll hypnotize you. Woo! Miss Drivus. Is there no Miss Drivus? All right. So there's no Miss Drivuses. I get to just kind of come up with the price, so I'm going to do my own price on this. I'm thinking of 35. All right. Oh, yeah. You're getting very, very sleepy. More like, you're getting very, very hungry for Pokemons. There it is, for a Pokemon deal. Ooh. Wow, isn't that a beautiful table? All right, so let's try to adjust this camera. I hate the way this camera feels. Is that better? Nah, I can't even tell. Doesn't look better. Yeah? Maybe that's a little bit closer. Yeah? I can't tell. So, like cinnamon rolls. Oh, yes, that's right. That was the inspiration for the TCC logo. It's cinnamon rolls. Except instead of cinnamon, it's Pokemon cards. Why is this so... Why does this go so hard? It's so cool, man. Crazy. I found more of those Poker Charizards that weren't in the Poker box where they were supposed to be. So that's really cool to me. So if you're looking for something to join, we have Jumbo pack break number 7. This requires 3 more people to jump into, and then it goes off. It's a jumbo pack break. We have a first-time buyer bonus. You have to spend at least 20 bucks to be eligible. You get a free Mimikyu, Trick or Trade, and you get a free Ludwig van Bowser Jr. So you get one of these Bowser babies. Really good. Now, we also have this thing called the binder break. This is a whole bunch of loose cards in a single bag. It works just like the jumbo pack break, but instead of getting boosters, you get these pre-existing cards. In a way, I feel like it kind of makes so much sense to get into the binder break because you get so many guaranteed pulls, right? Like there's a Mewtwo, there's a Gengar, there's a Pikachu. So you get so many guaranteed pulls in here. I feel like the binder break actually has the bigger payout unless those boosters have some big hit hiding in them. The binder break, yes sir, the binder break. We might need to add another card to it. What do you think? New card in the binder break? Let's get a new card in the binder break. Let's put, I'm going to put this Fire Energy in there. Oh, yeah, we're getting rich tonight. This little poker card, not too much because it's already overpriced. It's not overpriced. It's already underpriced, meaning you're already getting too many cards. It should be more than $160. There you go. I mean, maybe what I could do is add another card in there for $40 and make it a 1 in 5. What's this offer? I have received an offer. Now that's some heat. Yeah, I know. All right, so let me go ahead and delete these. Delete. And we're going to jump over here. So we had a very, very slow. We have another Joseph order. We had a very slow morning stream. So I'm expecting this stream to perhaps be a little slow as well. We have Chinese Pokemon 151 Surprise, 2 packs. Yes, I love opening these. I think they're such a great deal right now. The Surprise Boosties. Here they are. Oh, yeah. Look at that table. Doesn't that look weird? These Tarukas. They're called Tarukas. These Tarukas are so strange. And then 2 Poke Shuffles. Let's get you the Poke Shuffles. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2 cold ones. We could put Taruka Rayquaza in here. What do you guys think? Taruka Rayquaza goes in here. I only have the 1. It's a good question. Tempting. Certainly tempting. Let's have a snip. There we go. Like the streams, guys. Yes, sir. The morning time stream, as you beat, guys, oh, Dodrio shiny. The morning time stream, they hit the 40 like it's nothing. I don't know why they're so good about it. This. And they got the voting power. Here's Ditto. A lovely Ditto. Mr. Joseph. Let's see. Oops. Oh. Ooh. I'll pop this in here. Yeah, I feel like shuffles need a chase card. What are the chase cards in the shuffles? Let's take a quick look. Poke Shuffles is one of the most popular items on the stream. And it appears to be 4 different chase cards in there. We have an Abra, and he's a half hit. Abra Gyarados, Illustration Winner Pikachu, Imagination, and this card that never seems to get pulled, and I'm suspicious it's not in the box. I'll put that back there. So we'll just imagine that it's just these 4. All right. Look at that. Ooh, that looks really cool, man. We had to empty we had to let the Poke Shuffles kind of get bought down, and then I had to test the box for some of these slabs to make sure they're all in there. Like I noticed there's a Gardevoir full art that also never gets grabbed. This wasn't the January submission, right? That's correct. They got the February one done first, probably because it was smaller. The The January submission's much larger. Let me hit refresh. Thank you, Joseph Smith. Mr. Joseph, let me put you on the new giveaway slab. Where'd it go? It's a really cool mark slab. Where'd I place it? So easy to lose track of these things. Here it is. Ah, there we go. I'm putting you on here, Mr. Joseph. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the order. Week chase cards. Not a big fan of those. I'll think it over. I'm going to give people a chance to buy these direct. That was only a few cards in the box. There's a lot more cards in the box. So here's a Vileplume. Ooh. What I'd like to do is have the box be really, really large. I wish we could get like a system where I have like a huge box for storing the slabs. Just a really long box for storing them. And then I can place like 100 slabs in there. And the Poke Shuffle box that holds the, the commons. I wish that was huge as well. So we can have like some really crazy RNG, right? Save him for 420. Who? Save who for 420? The Vileplume? Nah, Oddish is 420. What are you talking about? All right, so let's get a price on this Vileplume. He looks so cool. Vileplume, Battle Region. I'll type in Battle Region. There isn't one for sale, so I guess I can just kind of come up with the price. I don't know. He's from 2022, so he's 4 years old. He's just a Vileplume, though. How about 50 even? All right. Let's get a rotation going on here. Oh, yes. Sexy mama. Metagross. Ooh. Cubone Break. This is the Cubone Lightning Break. Maybe by Friday he'll take off a little bit. But he's actually doing well. He got 4 spots in one day. But today he hasn't had any new spots. So here's the Brock card. We're not going to change price on Brock, are we? Here's a really cool card. I like this Bowser. Here's Kylo Ren. He's fine. His price is fine. And here's Radiant. Oh, he's a 10. Oh, man, that's pricey as hell, man. Look at that card. Magikarp from Fire Red, Leaf Green. All right, ready? Oh my gosh, he's cute. Yeah. Do 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 do. Nice. I like that card a lot. It's just he's a bit pricey. Okay. Oops. Man, that's a lot of cards. Oops. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I'm just trying to swap these around so the label faces a certain way. Makes it easier to read them. All right, good. So some of you guys showed up before you could see the tag return, right? Look at this. Pikachu. Look at all these. There's a little Umbreon. A lot of these Tarukas. I don't think we just want to price up Tarukas, though. What were some of the other cards we got? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah, the card we got. Ooh, that Charmander is very charming. Did you guys see this? Oh, not that. This was so disappointing. So I was really excited for this to come back, but they encapsulated it backwards. See, this is the back of the card in the front of the slab. Come on. I got to fix it now. God, dude. It's such a good-looking card, too. Look how good that looks. All right. I'm not going to be that way. I promised Karis I wouldn't make those noises. But how about this Flapple, huh? I don't know. Do you guys think Flapple is very valuable? I think people don't love Flapple necessarily. Let's go ahead and sleeve this. Flapple the Apple, and his number is 074. So this Flapple is $38, $35, $35. Playtime with Mr. Stream. That's right. That's right. We're trying to meet some new people too. Anybody in here never placed an order? We want some guys to place a first-time order. We even got a double bonus for first-time orders today. And we'll put you into the Mark giveaway. Here's Metagross. Look at that Metagross. Lovely Metagross. Beautiful. Oops. All right. How much is the Snorlax? 5 bazillion. Merman and Apple, very creative. I think it's a little bit creative. We're going to say Meta Gross. And his number shall be 080. Boom. They labeled my Boa Dawn card as Nico Robin. Oh my God, bro. You're saying Tag did that? It's Nico Robin. Dude, eBay's like broken for me. Here it goes. Here it is. So this card shall be about $50. 50. Okay. Oh. And here's Mesprit. No. Look at it. It's in my box. Oh, you got it here? That's ridiculous. They marked some of my non-holo cards as holographic. So they did that to me as well. PSA 9. Mesprit. 114. I like your TIE Fighter noise. Pretty cool. I watched the Star Wars series recently. Did ya? Oh, right. So this cute little guy is about $25. I mean, I guess. I'm going to make it 24. Nines. Yes, please. Sign me up. Execute 10. Who doesn't want Execute 10? Egg. Did I spell that right? Ah, it's 2 G's. I hate spelling out this Pokemon's name. I never get it right. 065. Da-da-da. So this shall be $37. What's going on today, guys? How's it going? Anyone here looking to get into a gym break? What kind of gym breaks are you guys wanting? Is 37. It's been some pretty heavy days for Pokemon. There's been some really high levels of spending. It is. Maybe it's time for that little cool-off period. I feel like Pokemon does that. It goes crazy and then it cools down before it can go crazy again. Plus, it's the first of the month, huh? I just saw my mortgages get pulled out of my account. I was like, where'd my money go? Here's a baby. All right. Braviari 076. Okay. And his value shall be $40. We'll make it 40. All right. Beautiful round on the table once again. Let's see about this order from Mr. Jack. He says, for the eggs, please don't forget the milk. You got it, man. Thanks, Jack. Woodworth. Okay. Oh. And let me get you in on that Mark break, okay? Here you go, Jack. Mr. Jack. Ooh. Ho-ho. All right, we got 2 people in there. Whoa. Don't want to knock this camera over. My hand grabbed it. What else we got? We got some stuff. Here's a Tag 9 Glaceon. Wonder what they didn't like about it. You know, it's not like a valuable card, so it's not like I care that much. But I want to see what went wrong. Tag has to tell you what went wrong. What do you guys think of that? front top left surface print line. Oops. I don't understand. It's saying there's a print line all the way up here. It doesn't look like an actual print line to me. It just looks like something that's ever so slight. It's not like a true print line. It's just like a bump right over the white part. Man, this should have graded 10. Their system's too sensitive, man. They're claiming there's an issue here, I think. I guess, dude. I don't know about that, man. That's not a print line. That's just like a... I don't know. I think I could send that to PSA right now and it'd be fine. That's way too harsh. Wow. That is just... Look how clean the back of the card is, too. That is just way too harsh. I don't know what to think about their harshness, man. That's kind of scaring me off a little bit. I'll make it like 20 bucks. That's a 10, dude. If that went to another company, that would have graded higher, I suspect. That's just too much. All right, we'll do $18 on this. Very cheap. I don't know what to think about that. If they grade too harsh, it's like you have to consider grade. Now these, I really want to know why they failed. These were mega expensive, and I'm going to be upset if it's as subtle as the other issues. So if these failed for almost no reason, I'm not going to like that. I'm going to get annoyed. All right, card number 1. What does it say? It says, dings, top left, surface playware, and front centering 55, 45, 48, 52. So what is it saying? It's too off center as well? I mean, if it's 45, 55, then that's right on the nose. It should be a passing grade for the centering. But let's see this issue. I think it's claiming that there's edge wear on the very tippy top. Like, so it's claiming it's right here on this edge. All right, so let's see. It's thick, but it claims to be 55, 45. So it's like, well, that's within the margin then. Nah, dude, that's way too harsh. That is too harsh. These are going to get crossed over to PSA, and if these turn into PSA 10, I think that that is bad news for tag grading. I really do. So I'm gonna test this one at least. It's an expensive card, so it's worth the regrade. So let me set this to the side. Let's test this one as well. That is just too harsh, man. It did say that the centering was 45, 55, but that's supposed to be within the margin of a 10 then, right? Doesn't it have to be 1 point off from that to be, for that to be a problem? Because what they're really saying is we require, 46, 54. That's what they're saying. So it says for this one, the centering on the front, says the front, is 43, 57 left, right. Okay, so it's a left-right issue. You can see the white on the edges. I do see visible off-centering on this one. That's pretty close. Let's grab this one. The thing is, guys, your card is allowed to be off-center. It's just not allowed to be too off-center. That's all there is to it. You're not allowed to be too off-center. I'm not agreeing with the I'm not agreeing with this one. And it's such an expensive card. Let me scan this one more time. If you want to scan it at home, just screenshot this and zoom in and scan it with your phone, okay? All right, so let's try that one more time. again, it's saying the front centering is 55-45 left right, but that's within a 10 then. That's how, I mean, again, unless they're saying that you have to be 46-54 to be a 10. But okay, but let's check the back top left. Back top left, surface playwear. Yeah, they claim that there's playwear on the very tippy top edge. That's not playwear. That's just a normal edge. Man, that's annoying. Front top left corner white edges. Those aren't white edges. That's just the light. That's just the light playing off and like dust. I can see it a little better than you guys can because you have to look at it digitally. I can see it with my bare eyes. All right, we're testing it. So this one, we'll keep it as a 9. This one we're testing. We're testing. This is going off to PSA. If PSA gives us a better grade on that, that will look poorly on TAG. Because I don't think TAG should grade much harsher than PSA. I think that that's a mistake if they do. Because PSA already offers so much value on their 10s. Mr. got bear eyes? Rawr. That's right. That's why you don't mess with the bear. I'm a mama bear for my Pokemon cards. Oh, all right, that cracked already. I hate peeling these out of these slabs. That's another thing. So peeling tag slabs, it's quite literally like working with glass. That's how it feels. It feels like you're working with glass. You're listening for that little pop, but not much more because you don't want it to explode in your freaking hand. You just want to soften it up. But again, you don't want to go much further than that because if it explodes, it's going to suck. It's not a straight edge. You can see it. Yeah, but that's actually the natural manufacturing edge. And it's not the same as playwear. So it listed it as playwear, but maybe what they meant is it's, I call it like a, I better concentrate on this a little bit. I call it like a frazzled edge. Some cards have it, some cards have a much smoother edge. But the problem with those is you can just smooth those out if you want, and they just arrive in the booster pack that way. They're just in the pack that way. You know, if the companies are so harsh on the grading like that, everyone's just going to learn to smooth the edges of their cards out. That's all that's going to happen. And I don't know how I feel about that. That's the natural card. That's the natural card edge, as opposed to a manipulated one, which is what you're going to get. In a half second, everyone's going to manipulate their card. See, this is the problem with tag slabs, guys. This is not a victory for tag when it comes to these slabs. If I want to crack my own slab out and get my card back out, I should be allowed to do that without injuring my card. So I am actually going to rank them as bad for getting a second opinion, which you're entitled to. I actually think this design... Oh, I actually cut myself. Look, I cut myself on the plastic. Okay, again, we weakened the edges. Oh, but it's cracking. Cracking anyways. Crack-a-lacking. It wants to crack rather than give up the edge. I don't think that that's good design at all. I think that's very poor design. The truth is, the reason the plastic is doing that, in my opinion, is because of how dense the plastic is. It's very dense, and again, it's a lot like glass, which is what gives it its great appearance. It looks really good. There it goes. Try to do this one a little bit. If I ruin my card, you get to watch that in real time and laugh at me a little bit, okay? You guys, I think I got it. Don't feel bad for me. This is all part of the scientific process. Okay, I think that might lift. It's a double-edged sword, though, because PSA is easy to crack and throw in a different card. I mean, all that's going to hurt is normies. That's not going to hurt a scammer. A scammer is going to get really good at cracking these and have a ton of tools. That's just going to hurt a normie who wants to get a second opinion on their card. Okay, a little bit of plastic on it. Look at the way it sticks too. I don't like that either. We have to have a method for removing it from the actual thing because it sticks to the actual plastic. And that's once again because the plastic is so dense. So I hate trying to open tag slabs. It's way too stressful. The card sticks to the slab like a suction cup. So that even after you open it, you still have to struggle to get it out. Got it. All right. I'm examining this corner to make sure there's no damage on it from when the plastic split. That's important, you know, because if it did get damaged, that would affect the PSA grade. We don't want that to change our opinion or affect our opinion. But it appears like it should be able to get a fair grade. You can also see this edge under the light now. Just a regular edge. That is not edge wear. That's just a standard frazzled edge. You get that on lots of Japanese cards too, which makes sense because the Japanese printing company is the same company that grades the Chinese cards. All right, there we go. It's tempting to smooth the edge out. What do you guys think? Should we do that? Or should we just submit as is? I think we might as well submit as is for science, right? Because if we manipulate it, maybe it would have graded 10 with tag as well. So we can't manipulate it. We have to grade as is. Smooth it out. Yeah, I mean, I want a 10, obviously. But more importantly, I want to know if PSA would have just handed out a 10. 8-10 blood damage. Just part of the job. Cutting your fingertips open. Part of working with Pokemons. I may need a whole page of the coupon in my future binder. He's a cute little card, isn't he? Now, we're going to take a picture of him and add him to the regrade channel. We have a channel where we track outcomes and we cross-grade between companies. So let's go over here to the regrades. Here it is. So I got this whole channel of cards that are being regraded. And I only take a picture when they're officially ready to be regraded. All right, we're going to take a picture. We're going to say, this graded 9 with tag for an issue of frazzled upper left corner back of the card and 45-55 front centering. Sent to PSA. All right. If PSA gives us a 10 on this, because that's what you call a borderline card, you know. If PSA gives us a 10 on this, it's just such a bad look. You don't want to be grading way harsher than PSA by any means. Like, for example, PSA says they actually do hand out 10s on 45-55. So does tag not? Do they require one, whatever it is, millimeter closer? What, you know, does it need to be 46-54? If so, well then immediately, you know, you're better off grading your slightly off-center cards with PSA. Here it is. All right, good. That's ready to go. What'd you guys think of that? Was that fun? So much plastic waste. Oh, yeah. You know, I was reading an article, though, that they're developing like a fungus that eats through plastic. How cool is that, guys? So, you know, everyone's worried about plastic, but the solution might just be this fungus that can eat tons of plastic. Here's Mill Tank. Here's Jumpluff. Did you guys see that? Go look that up if you've never heard of that. Frost Moth. All right, don't mind me, just slicing my fingers. What do we got next? Do we have an order in the meantime? Here's Ivan Rodriguez. Thank you, Ivan. He says apple and Mesprit. All right, Flapple and the Mesprit. Here it is, Mr. Ivan. Ivan Rodriguez. Till the fungus gets loose and eats too much plastic. Ivan Rodriguez. Nah. All right. 2 beautiful cards. Wow, wow, wow. Let me put you in on the mark giveaway. We have a mark giveaway going on. And I'm just kind of handing spots out for it based off of who places an order, because we're having a little bit of a slow day. So when we have a slow day, we'll do something like this. There you go, Ivan. Appreciate it, man. We have an order from Arturo Perez, 2 Pokey Shuffles. Yes, ma'am. You got it, Mr. Ivan. How's it going over there, Mr. Ivan? Tell us a little bit about your life. Anything interesting? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. 2 cold ones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Arturo. That sucks. Mr. Arturo, how's life going? Boop. It is? All right. Mr. Arturo, when are you going to start doing some editing for me, man? It is. All right. Driving back home from the rocket launch. You went to the rocket launch? That's cool as hell, man. We have an order over here for our good friend, Mr. Joseph Smith. He says, 2 of the Pokey Shuffles. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Life is beautiful. That's like what Casey Anthony tattooed on herself, isn't it? Look that up. Casey Anthony, the lady who killed her kid, didn't she write down life is beautiful or something? Gengar P10. Life is beautiful. Oh, no, dude. All right. Ooh. Here it is. You got Gengar VMAX for what? $10. Now, the question, Mr. Joseph, is would you like to keep it or would you like to I'd love to edit. I need to keep practicing. Would you really? So, you know, currently we have Mr. Mike's side doing the editing, but I would, you know, the way I view our company, TheCardconomist, the way I view it, I do view it as a content company. So if anyone here really likes to edit and you're interested in making some editing videos, we have 2 YouTube channels. So if you have editing skills, I don't see a problem with having 2 editors or 3 editors or 4 editors. It's just a matter of can you get the views? So, you know, if you're interested, talk to me, you know. Mr. Joseph, keep it or re-roll it. Mr. Resendez says allegedly. Allegedly. You know what? I'll trade it in, says Tonka Tootsie. Okay, this one's a re-roll. You got it. So your re-roll will be 10 spots. Do-do-do. And he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was a big one, man. There it is. He's a big boy. Now, he will tick down to 50. So next time, he will only be worth 50. And that's what you're getting. You're getting $50 worth of re-rolls. Aha. 1, 2, 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, big re-roll. I'm being dumb. Well, you could pull something more valuable. Could pull like a double hit. Could pull something less valuable too, but it's all gamble. It's all risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No! I'm sorry. Only T Rocket Grunt can get away with the super massive rerolls. That sucks. The Pony executive role is filled at the TCCG Enterprise. Looking for interns, though. That's right. We're looking for more Pony bronies. Brony Master. Wow, good game. I'm sorry. That sucks, man. Here's Kangaskhan. That's why those rerolls are so dramatic. Look at that nice Charmeleon. Cha-cha. We got this Jumpluff too, guys. Oh, that's a consignment, isn't it? Consignment, huh? So I'm going to take a picture of this consignment. How's it going, bro? What's up, Mr. Aldude? How's it going? It's Aldude. So let's get over here to the Consign channel. You guys know we have this channel called the Consign channel, right? Go in there and take a look at some slabs for sale. All right, I'm going to set that up. And now we're going to, ooh, look at this nice frost moth. He's cool. So we're going to take a picture of all these and put it in the 9s and lower channel. We're continuing our rotation. 9s and lower. Take a picture, take a snapshot. You know, the rotations are going faster than they used to because I'm kind of running low on slabs. I got a booster box, the 8-pack, one of the Series 5 crypto today. Hope I'll hit a Bitcoin. What? All right, what we got? I think what you're meant to say is you're jumping in the Tyranitar break. Here's Azumarill. Bitcoin? That's not a Pokemon. All right, there's Trico. Wow, look at these. So what we got? Trico, we had 2 of these. One of them sold. This is Azumarill. Have you guys seen this one? Look at this one. This is $30. Wowee. Not bad for $30. Almost feels underpriced, doesn't it? It might actually be underpriced. I got a booster box of the 8-pack. Oh, I already read that. So let me take a picture of this. That's not even ponies, bro. What are you talking about? All right. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. By the way, we are looking for a new drill card. What do you guys think about that? What should the new drill card be? Sandshrew, no rarity. That's a great card. Execute. Flapple the Apple, which is actually a 10. Dedenne. Ooh. Cigarette Charmander. Ooh, that's cool, man. Ooh, here's a consignment. Javier's High Class Mochis. All right, let's see. Let's take a picture of this and put it into the consign box. L Dude says that's officially my favorite Charmander. He's pretty cool. He's rocking my socks off. We got Unknown A. The Darkrai needs a challenger. Soul Despair's in there. He needs to be contested. Here's the gold. And here's Galarian Moltres. And here's Ash Ketchup. It's Ash Ketchup. And what's this? Not my wallet. Oh my God, bro. Mr. Went too fast. I'm driving. Set the $18 for the stamp card. Drive safe, okay? Drive safe. Let's go into here. Meow, 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 meow. All right. I'm going too fast. You sent for the $18 stamp card. The Glaceon? Talking about the Glaceon? The Sig Charmander? Cigarette Charmander. Oh, hell yeah. Actually, he'd be a good 420 Pokemon as well, wouldn't he? Not really. It doesn't look like a doobie. It definitely looks like a cigarette. Ah, here it is. All right. Glaceon going to Mr. Ivan. Ivan Rodriguez. Here goes Mr. Ivan. So, and that's the order for it right there, isn't it? Let me click on this. Ivan Rodriguez. This episode brought to you by Mr. Ivan. Thank you, Ivan. Who else wants to place an order? Who wants to place a first-time order? It's a slow night, so it's a perfect time for a first-time order. You have all the time in the world to ask any questions you want. Who wants to host a trade, by the way? 3 spots left in this mill tank. If you want to give up some junk cards out of your bag, we can get you into this mill tank trade card. What else is going on? What's the new Pokemon set hitting the description? Yeah, what is the new stuff going on? We have a new Final Fantasy set coming out. We had a new Magic the Gathering hit the menu the other day, the Ninja Turtles. We're waiting on we're waiting on Rarity 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! One Piece. I don't know what the latest One Piece set is. Let me actually ask my regular guy if he's got a new One Piece set coming out soon. Actually, let me ask him a couple questions. All right. Adventures on Kami's Island is the English One Piece soon. The new Pokemon set is coming out, isn't it already? The new Pokemon set. I don't know. What was the latest set? It was the Mega Ninja. I feel like the Ninja Spinner just showed up. Mr. Check My Bag. Raul Mendoza. Yes, sir. All right. You got a little bit in your bag here. Couple of hollows. Some of these. A little Azumarill. Ooh, a little non-hollow Snorlax. Those are cute. Him on top. He's not really something to trade away. These are commons. Giacomo. You don't have a lot to work with. What's in here? Let's see. It's just Sylveon and like 2 more cards. So you don't really have a lot to work with. We could do like these guys right here. I don't know if you want to give these up at all. I like the Snorlaxes. They're pretty cute. It is. You want to give up one of the Snorlaxes? I saw ads sent for the Azumarill and the Execute. Chaos Rising in May. All right, so you have agreed, to a really tiny stack of hollows. This Pokeball Sylveon is probably worth $1. This guy's probably worth $1, and this might be worth $1. So there you have it, if even $1. All right, you're going in, Mr. Raul. See, that guy's pretty reasonable on the trade break. It's just a way to have fun and get rid of some cards in your bag that maybe you don't want. And I can take those cards and I can put them into junk packs or whatever I do with them in the end. Toss them into the live customs. Here it is. All right. Okay. The worldwide release of the 30th anniversary set is going to be in October. Would you guys like it if I offered consignment on your raw cards? I'm tempted to get into that. I don't know what that would feel like. There it is. PC ETBs dropped, I think, earlier this week for the new set. Nice. Let's go ahead and refresh these. The fall is going to be nuts. We're going to see a set in September, October, and November. Jeez. All right, so here's the Elite. I'm about to have him play against the house for the Darkrai. You guys want me to do that? What if after 24 hours, nobody joins a gym break? You get to play against the house. What if that was an interesting method? We did that a long time ago with the gym breaks. I don't know if you guys remember that. They just announced the Darkrai and Rayquaza set coming up. Yes. I've seen the 3 Rocketeers with the Vaporizer. The Vaporizer. Let's see. No Discord ping, says Mr. Whipple. Is that true? Is there really no Discord ping? Oh my God, there was no Discord ping, everybody. Man, we can't have that. We're live for a while for Wednesday evening. What? Mr. should stream Arc Raiders. Nah, I'm never going to be playing that game. I've thought about streaming maybe like Halo Wars or something if you guys want to watch me lose at Halo Wars. Recently, Japan stopped printing subsets, which has forced the English TCG to produce smaller sets. Oh, this might be the cause. Mine said the tag sub. The tag sub. Let's see. By the way, are you guys still getting the ping from YouTube? Is the YouTube ping working as intended? Here's a nice melodic. Ooh, melodic. I'm so sad with those Cubone grades, by the way. Those are really, really too bad. All right. Melodic. Number what? 026? I got the YouTube ping. Nice. I like to ask that. Oh, wow. How old is this? This is from 2024. Super Electric Breaker. The cheapest one is $50. I don't think that that's accurate. I don't think 50 makes sense for this card. I think that's too expensive. It's a simple EX card. So I'm going to go with the much more reasonable price of like 40. All right, we got a reasonable price on that melodic. Our price is $15 cheaper than eBay. Now, here's Meowth. All right, very cute. We like the old maid cards. They're very adorable. They have a cartoon style that's just really fun. My Discord ping said February submission back. Yep, that's correct. Oh, that's right. I did ping the Discord. I pinged the Discord about the breaks, but I didn't ping about the live, the stream being live. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe my brain thought I'd already finished all the work of pinging the Discord. Meowth. Yo, they're putting out Pokemon card sleeves of areas in different regions. Okay, so here is... Wow, that's expensive. $70? He can't be $70 now. That would be crazy. Last sold on March 22nd. Whoa! $63 plus 13 shipping. Japan, United Kingdom. Whoa, this card's gotten so expensive. So I've been helping you guys acquire these old maid cards, and apparently that was a good move because these are starting to go up a little bit, I guess. That's crazy. I guess I didn't need this other sticker. Hold on. That's pretty good. Okay. How much longer are we on for tonight? Looks like we're going to be on for at least a full another hour, guys. At least a full another hour. Now, here's Meowth. Stuff always sells really high in the UK, I find. Does it? Okay, so this Meowth shall be 65. We got to match the one that sold on March 22nd. I think that's fair. Because there's not even one for sale on eBay, so this is probably underpriced. Now, Bulbasaur. All right, we got Bulbasaur. Let's see. Lord help me if Bulbasaur is really expensive. Bulbasaur is actually pretty affordable. He's $42. Wow, that kind of makes him look kind of attractive. You know, because if the Meowth is 65 and the Bulbasaur is only 42, something's wrong with that. All right. Means the Bulbasaur hasn't caught up yet. Now, here's the Eevee. This Eevee is a 6.5 Master Ball Eevee, and he is just dying to be a giveaway. Get me away! All right, let's check the queue, see if there's any fresh orders in the queue. Okay, we have an order from Anthony Shime, Tag Azumarill, and PSA Execute. So where did we put that Azumarill? Did he already go in here? PSA Execute, that's, I believe that is, oh, you mean that one. Cool. Good choices, you know. I feel like those were two really nice cards that could have used a price update. Azumarill 8 just seems cheap, doesn't it? Anthony. Here you go, man. And Anthony. Good eye. BWB Whitlock. Hello, all. Been a long time. We get that so often, dude. People come in here and say that all the time. They say, you're still going? They stop in and they're like, whoa, I was here years ago. Yes, sir. We're still going. Let's see. So we're going to jump over here to the nines and lower channel. And we're going to say eggs sold. And we're going to say Azumarill sold. All right. So that's updated. Good. Yeah, we still have that Trico, though, man. That Trico's nice. Thank you. No problem, man. Now, what do we have here? So we're just pricing up the return. It was a pretty small return. It was only 75 cards. But some of them are really interesting cards because there are these Tarukas that just came back. Look at that. Taruka Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. All right, let's see what the cheapest one is. Come on, man. So the cheapest Taruka is in Australia, and is about $75. And then after that is a $75 one in America. America, America. All right. Boop. Very good. Do do do, Scooby Dooby Doo. Here's Pokemon Pikachu. Pikachu 9. Pikachu 9. Oops. Pikachu 9. All right. And Pikachu 10. All right. Taruka is crazy, cheap to buy the product. You can make your money back. There it is. I mean, you can make that argument for a lot of cards. Like, that's true with poker. That's true with some singles, for example. So it's not an exclusive Taruka issue, you know. Like look at this Melodic. You can make some money selling Melodic. Look at this Mega Swampert. He's only a 9. Look at this Voplume. It's just the case that if you can manage to get some 10s, you can make some money back. But you got to remember, for 10s, there's also a bunch of 9s too, right? So it's not like you're not just swimming in money. You got to pay for the whole order, including all the ones that failed to grade well. And then they just kind of sit there and they don't sell very well. So let's say PSA 9, 4th place. Right, like you can't profit on your 10s until the value of the grades on the 9s all cut through. No matches found. All right, so here's what I'm going to do with these. I'm not looking to hold on to these goofy 1st, 3rd, and 2nd place cards. All right. And actually, this guy's really cute. All right. You know, this 1st place card seems like it would be a good... doesn't this seem like this would be a good card to hand out for a competition? You know how, like, we're doing the Battle Tower? What if the Battle Tower was for this Pikachu instead of the deck of unused cards? Right? That's kind of an interesting thought. What do you guys think of that? All right, so for this, we'll say real cheap, $18. $18. These are for 9s. $18. All right. Just some goofy looking Pikachus. But now this one's a 10, and I feel like we should just ask the value of it. Do I sell the 1st place card? It's a curious question. I don't know. Maybe I save it for like a competition or something. Do you know what they consider silvering on the edges while grading? Yeah, pretty much anything these days. Hit the Pikas pretty hard, huh? Good time to pre-grade. If you're looking to order a pre-grade, you should send it in right now. Today's a great day to do pre-grades. It's been generally a slow day. Oscar Resendez, 9 Pikas. All right, they're all sold. Here you go, Mr. Oscar. He was pretty fast about that. It's because I'm just giving them away. I don't really care. So I went with a really low price. And now you got some cute looking Pikachus. All right. Ow, my hand. Alicia Brown says 1 Cubone, 1 Mega Sublist, and the rest to slab away. Miss Alicia is going to push the Cubone forward. There you go. If you guys like Cubone, we have one of the very best Cubones in the whole hobby right here. This is a top 5 Cubone, and he is a break, and you're going to miss it. And I'm not going to host this again. When do you think the next time I'm going to host Team Rocket Cubone is going to be? Could be years, because I don't have any of these to sell, and I'm not buying any right now. So this one fell into my lap by chance. You will not see this one again. Now, she says the Mega Sublist. Oh, yes. We must take a shot at the Ray. He's a, not the Ray, the Shining Tyranitar. He is a very big deal. That guy. All right. Good. Now, you say the rest to your slab away. That would be $120. Slab away. Let's see. This goes down to $110 remaining. Ooh, you have a nice poker Vulpix, huh? That's great. That was a really big order coming in through there, so let me get you on the ZELLE giveaway. Do you guys know how to use ZELLE? If you learn how to use it, you'll be eligible to get into this exclusive giveaway only for ZELLE users. You can use ZELLE from the menu of the description menu. I can't speak. Alicia Brown, the description of the live stream. Yes? All right, so you're in there. You made a real big purchase on ZELLE today. Thank you very much for that. That's up to 5 out of 11. He's almost halfway done. He's making some progress. We have an order from Beatrice Moniz. Can I get the stamped Glaceon 9 and the Slab 9 from the Slab 9 and lower channel if it is already sold? Please apply to Slab Away. Sorry, Miss Beatrice, it's already been snatched. Here we are. I tell you what, Beatrice, I'm going to roll it up to $20 for you. So you have $330 left on your Kingdra. You just got $2 for free because I like round numbers. That's why. That's what's going on there. Now, let's go mark that as sold off. I guess I didn't think to sell it, mark it as sold. So we're going to say Glaceon sold. It is. All right, Glaceon is marked as sold now. We have an order. Aaron Seals. He wants 3 Inferno X's. Good choice. You know where else you can get an Inferno X? In our jumbo Japanese packs. Have you guys heard about those? We sold, I think, 2 of those to Miss Sarah Dusenberry in the daytime stream. Morning stream. Check it out. This is a jumbo pack for $155. Pretty cool. These are, I sold so many of them, I had to make more. So those are, I guess they're popular. Maybe when we're really, really slow, what I should be doing, that's the wrong set. Maybe when we're really, really slow, what I should be doing is making more of those. Oh, this is so funny. It's right next to the Inferno X. Maybe we shouldn't have these right next to each other. All right, so I moved them around. How much was that stack of Pikachus you just put to the side? $54 or something like that? We are. All right. Whatever 8 times 3 is, that's 24. Yeah, $54. Sneap. All right, cool. Sometimes a little deal pops up on the table, right? Aaron Seals. What do you got, Aaron? Cold. Oh, look at this guy. Dang, that's cheap as crap. And so you got 1 Togedemaru. 1 little squeaky guy. And let's grab your bag. Where would we be keeping your bag? No, we're not keeping it in there. Steal and a half there. Ooh. Sometimes we got some pretty nice deals. All right. And now what? We've got Mr. Tyler, Team Rocket Cubone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Tyler, thank you so much. Tyler Davis. Okay. Yeah, honestly, when's the next time we're going to have a rocket return to anything in the breaks? It's just a rare thing. Here it is. All right, that is 6 out of 11. It is now more than halfway done. That's a good sign for him. That means by Friday, he'll probably be gone. We have an order of Mark Potts. He says, for one Ninja Spinner, and pre-grade Meowth and pre-grade Nado King. You got it, Mr. Mark. Okay, it's getting dark outside right now, huh? Good. What do we got? It's Crobat! Man, this Crobat looks sick. Look at him. He looks actually pretty cool. Loving the coloration there. He looks really angry. A lot of expression in that card. That's one of the better Crobat cards I've ever seen. Now, Mr. Mark, let's go grab your Meowth and Nado King. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's kind of nice. Ah, Nado King. So you got a Meowth in here too somewhere? I must have missed it. He says pre-grade Meowth. Which Meowth are we talking about here? Here's Claydol. Oh, duh. What the hell? I was looking for, like, Team Rocket's Meowth. All right. I forgot there's a new Meowth in town. So, Japanese Meowth. So far, the centering's pretty good. Did you see the GameStop Gengar promo going crazy? Okay, let's see. It's a very strong 10, but I don't think it's a pristine. So it's a great card, and it's gonna grade 10 for me. Okay. Meowth is a 10. So this is Mark. He's ordered a pre-grade. Pre-grades are $3 per card. All right, you ready? Now the Nado King. Edges are smoother. Oh, but not at the bottom. I remember you pulling this. That was really exciting, wasn't it? It looks really nice. Also not a pristine, but he appears to be a 10. So I would give both of these a high chance at a 10. Now, keep in mind, just because I mark it 10 doesn't mean he'll definitely get a 10. It just means I couldn't find a flaw with my bare eyes in, 10 seconds or something. Now, here's Crobat, the free grade. Yeah, we got to get you a free grade tonight. Thinner on the left. Bad edge. Ooh, bad on the back, too, actually. Bad edges on the back. Crobat is going to get a 9. You might be able to smooth out the edges, and the centering might actually not be bad enough to cause it to miss a 10. Yeah, actually, I think it can still get a 10. You just have to fix the edges on that one. With card manipulation, because that's what everyone's doing now. Think about it. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you, Mark Potts. Mr. Mark. Thank you, Alicia, for the big order. We have an order now from Gabriel Gallegos, who says, Rocket Cubone. Oh, yes. Oh, hiccups. Gabriel Gallegos. Okay. This adds up to 7. Sure, they sold out in 5 minutes. Huh. Here's Tyler Davis, box of 151 surprise. Ooh, chance for that Gengar Pikachu. If you guys watched the morning stream, you saw that I bought one of the Gengar Pikachus live because I think the card's so actually good. It's such a strong card. 4 spots left in Cubone, everyone. Cubone's going to go off soon. Magikarp, Taruka. XY Breakthrough. Let's get that moving, that Breakthrough. Tentacool, Gym Challenge. Oops. And Suicune. All right, you ready? All right, Suicune. I've been there like 5 times recently and didn't see it. Throw that away. Throw that away. All right. All right. What do we got for you, Mr. Tyler? Thanks for the big orders, Tyler. Okay, we got to get you on ZELLE, Mr. Tyler, so we can get you some of those giveaway spots. Ready? You usually have to ask about the promos. I'm going to start taking Pokemon cards and putting like a CardConomist stamp on the front of the card. It'll be a CardConomist promo. What do you think? You guys want me to start making CardConomist promos? That actually could work if I had like a company make me a custom stamp, like one of those. I could get a custom stamp and actually stamp cards. All right, here's Clefairy. I'll look into ZELLE. Here's Dragonite. Here's a Mewtwo. Here's a Raichu. Here's a Koffing. ZELLE is like an app you can download. Ooh, you got Master Ball Electrode. I like that. Okay, ZELLE is like an app you can download. I'm pretty sure. And then also it's something that your bank uses. So most banks will just have an option on their website for ZELLE. So you can check either of those 2 ways. And we do like ZELLE. ZELLE, anyone who's going to be here for a while, like maybe years, it's not a bad idea to figure ZELLE out, because when you use ZELLE for like a big order, we'll put you into the ZELLE giveaway. And that will turn into, for somebody, that's going to turn into some free slabs, right? We've already handed out like 3 free ZELLE slabs ever since we started doing that. All right. Good, good, good. So, Mr. Tyler, picking up Master Ball Electrode. Wow, these boxes can be a little bit tough because there was no like shiny Pokemon for you, but it did give you a Master Ball. All right. Good. Ow. And one of these. All right. Mr. Tyler, he's the guy. Is this box full? It's not full. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Cha-ching. No Gengar Pikachu in that round. We're going to pull him one day. I don't know why he's so hard to pull. How do you guys feel about potentially one of these Tarukas in the Poke Shuffles? Good, bad, maybe sad? We're hitting refresh on the website. No website activity. We're all caught up with orders. There's no fresh orders. So, Cubone is speeding forward. He's at 7 out of 11 spots. We have a gym break waiting for one more person, the Darkrai. Ta-da! Also, notably, this Team Rocket pack is 5 spots away. He's more than halfway done. And this has 4 spots left. So those are all the breaks that are close. Now you know. So what do we have here? We've got Meowscarada. Ooh, all right. My favorite sexy Pokemon. So how do we spell meow? Meowscarada. All right. Let's go look around. Can you flash the Magikarp so I can scan it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anthony's thinking about Magikarp. He's thinking about it. He's saying, maybe. Ooh, Masquerada is a whopping $50. That seems kind of on the low side considering how expensive it is to open up shiny treasures. All right. Are you going to keep the first place Pikachu? I might hand them out as a reward for something. What if, so I know we already announced that the Battle Tower reward would be like the deck number 3. But what if this was the reward? Do you think people would like that? You got to get wins. I think that would be a really funny thing. First place. It's an interesting thought. Here's Vibrava. No, the Holland Phantom, silly guys. Are you going to keep the first place Pikachu? He's a nice looking card. On the other hand, you know, I could probably just get more of those out to grade. I don't know. Sent for the carp. All right. Mr. Anthony, the carp is out of here. No chance at it now. Let's take a look at that, in fact. Rigoberto Gil, he says, get me in the Cubone. Rigoberto. Rigo Gil. This is up to 8 out of 11. This has a chance of finishing tonight. Cubone, Rockstar Cubone, Rocket Returns Cubone. Those booster packs are $2,500 now. They are virtually unaffordable. It'd just be crazy to open one, because you'd open it up and you'd pull a reverse hollow hop-up, and then it would grade 7. So those are really nuts. The rocket packs are crazy expensive now. No more chance for any more Gold Star Torchics. They're all in. Now, if you sent for that, I haven't received it yet. Meow, 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 meow. So we'll just wait for that. Why don't we wait for that and work on this for Brava? Vibrava. PSA 10 Vibrava. The dumb Pokemon 071. Why did I grade this? He is $40. Ooh, 40. All right. And we got Charizard. Wow, he looks so good. He actually looks crazy good in a tag slab. It's just way too shiny, and the tag slab displays it perfectly, like a diamond or a gem or something. Wild. Yeah, tag slabs definitely suck to crack open, but man, they sure look good. It's a trade-off, okay? It's a trade-off, I guess. Charizard and Charizard 331. All right, Charizard 331 shall be. Man, it's $80. I'm tempted to do slightly higher than that. I think I'm going to do 85 because I think that this looks fantastic. All right. Oh, heck, let's put him in the Poke Shuffles. This should be a Poke Shuffle. I'm going to set him aside. I'll think it over. All right, I'm not going to price that one. He's going to wait. He's a great card. I think he's kind of like one of those fun chase cards. He maybe goes into the Poke Shuffle. All right, so, and Magneton. I love Magneton. He's so cool. I'm so glad that they got this artwork for him. Why is everything Pokemon besides TCC? Let's see. This is going to say 55. Let's see. Grab that and slide this in here. And saying 56. There we go. Hey, what's up, man? Mr. Donkey Kong. Daddy Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's my favorite character in Smash Brothers. I won multiple tournaments in college with Donkey Kong. Big fan of that character. All right, let's click on this. Javier Arroyo, Cubone. Here it is. Your hands look slimmer. No, they're about the same. All right. I've not lost any weight. I'd like to lose weight. There we go. I'm upping my dosage of the Wegovy. What them fingers do. Open a lot of Pokemon cards, apparently. Or fill out a lot of breaks. We have a unique channel. Our channel is all about the breaks, I feel. We're definitely a breaks channel. So this Cubone is 9 out of 11. What them toes do? Oh, you know. Mr. NHCC's jumping in. Here you go, NHCC. Oops. There it goes. Whoa, we're 10 out of 11. All right. Oh, yes. One left in the Cubone. That's correct. There is one left in the Cubone. Did he actually send for that Magikarp? I did not receive an order for that Magikarp, so I'm going to put him back on the table in a minute here. Can I get in on the Cubone? I'll send payment. Yes, sir. There's one spot left. Send in right now. The queue appears to be empty, so I think you're going to make it in. Create a passkey? No. No. I do not want a passkey. Here we are. Here's an Anthony Shime order that appears to have just been sent. Is that right? Anthony, he says, tag 8 Magikarp, tag 8 Tentacle, buyout. Tag 8 Magikarp, tag 8. So this Tentacle, and there was a tag 8 Oh, I know what you're talking about. That card's really good. So that's the Heart Gold, or that's the, that's this vintage card. You know, I kept looking at that thinking, man, we could put that in the live customs. It's actually pretty good. It's at an affordable range, and it's one of those envious EX era cards. Let's see. Yes, sir. Lucky number 7. Second row. It's on the table still. Nice. Okay. Thank you. All right. Second row. Somewhere. You'll see another one. Look at this. We got this Shelder too. $28 from Expedition. He's pretty cool. Second row. Which row is that? Did I miss it? Now, I could have sworn he went into the channel. Didn't he? All right, hold on. Wait a second. He says left to right. All right, let me look again. Oh, this Magikarp. We have multiple Magikarps. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Holland Phantoms Magikarp. Congratulations, man. That's a good card. Did you know we also have a Fire Red Leaf Green Magikarp? And it's also like a tag 8. All right. I like your website now. Haven't watched in a while. My wife misses your voice. What? Wink, 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 wink. We like to play. My wife and I like to play. Here's the key to our room. All right. Meowscarada, Shelder, Cubone, Squirtle. Ooh. Here's Mark J. Valerian for the Tag 10 Magneton and Metagross if you still have them. Yes, sir. All right, let's see. Aha. Okay, now the, what do we just do? The Magnetron. Whoa, look at those. Man, look at those artworks. This is why Pokemon's doing so well. This is why all these other companies can't catch up to Pokemon, because these illustrations are like next level, man. Legendary illustrations. They are art. They said, let's make real art, and we'll just have it be our brand, our Pokemon. I'd love to be a Pokemon artist. Wouldn't that be cool as hell? Every Pokemon artist has like a style, you know? Like the one lady who makes all the clay. Okay, what's the best gaming wireless keyboard and mouse? April Fools, I'm single AF. I like to play. I proposed to my girlfriend of 10 years, and she said yes. Here's Jonathan Lewandowski, spot in the Cubone, spot in the Rocket Pack. Don't try to jump in the Cubone. He's out. Here it is, Jonathan Lewandowski. Jonathan. I'm always going to remember your last name now. You know why? Because of Christy Gnomes, or whatever her name is. Apparently, she was like having a relationship with the guy whose last name was Lewandowski. Which really, that didn't catch my attention much. I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. But then, yesterday we find out her husband's cross-dressing. And now we know the real reason that she got fired for being, what was her job again? She was like, I don't know, she was in charge of like immigration or something. Boom, all right. So spot in Cubone, spot in the Rocket Pack. That was pretty insane, wasn't it? You got any kids yet? Not yet. It turned out Karis has something called endometriosis. She's got real bad. And you know what's crazy? I knew about that when we met her because a doctor told her that when she was like 18 or 19. because we were having like painful sex basically. And so all these years later, we'd forgotten about it. All these years later, we try to have kids and we can't. And then we go to a fertility clinic and the doctor's like, yeah, you got endometriosis real bad. So she had like an 8-hour surgery to remove a lot of the endometriosis. And now we're in the middle of IVF. So we're trying to have an IVF baby, a test tube baby. And it's super expensive. And we've just been talking about every step of it. It's been really, it's very interesting to me. All of it's very interesting. Here's Jonathan. So spot in the rocket pack. Let's get you over here. Ooh, that sucks. I heard that's a painful thing. A little bit. Here we are. All right. Let's see. Good luck, man. Rooting for you. Yeah, I'm getting old. I turned 37 in 2 days. My birthday's in 2 days, everybody. April 3rd. April 3rd, I turned 37. I started this stream 7 years ago. So this is a 7-year-old stream. I was 30 when I started. And nobody was doing this. It was like this brand new thing. All right, so let's get this baggie. Now you can get on the internet. Where's Psyduck? Oh, here he is. Now you can get on the internet and watch an hour-long compilation of people beating themselves up over Pokemon cards. It's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Birthday head. You can watch a video on the internet, an hour-long compilation of people doing public freakouts trying to get Pokemon cards. I watched that recently, and I thought it was just totally insane. There you go. Okay, so he's in. Let's grab some of these. 1, 2. I want that Psyduck card. Yeah, you can only get him by pulling him out of a break and then refusing the trade. That's the only way to obtain that Psyduck. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. All right. Oh, you know what? I realized something about the Psyduck. We never marked it for the second Mega Break. So I tell you what I'm going to do. When this ends, I'm going to add a red mark, even though it's kind of like late. It's, you know, technically not where it's supposed to be. But it's supposed to be a red mark for that Mega Rayquaza break that went off, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so the Cubone is a lightning break. The lightning break's meant to go fast, and it did this time, so it went by pretty quickly. I'd some local lot lizard, probably. Who's giving that out, Tyler? All right. Magikarp, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Reverse Hollow. Must see where. He's in the Discord server in the 9s and lower channel. The 9s and lower channel. He looks very nice, and I believe he's also an 8. He's priced similarly to the Holland Phantom one. You know, Fire Red, Leaf Green cards have been doing very, very well. I actually wish I bought way more of them, and I only have a couple. All right, give me a number. The audience splits the deck, and if we don't split the deck, it's not a legitimate run. We learned that the hard way on the Mega Rayquaza. That was a bad deal. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the Harkonnens, we don't like the Harkonnens. The Harkonnens gave us a bad deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're just double counting the count on those. Okay. This is Team Rocket Returns Cubone, probably a top 5 Cubone in the entire hobby. I own 6 of them in a PSA 10 because I believe that he is, in fact, one of the best Cubones. I'm a big Cubone fan. Cubone's a sad Pokemon, so you know, I relate. All right. I cut myself today. I'm just kidding. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, there it is. Give me a number. This is called a break. If you're watching and you're new or you haven't participated in a long time, this is called a break. We think the breaks are an RNG product that are actually better than booster packs. Rock, paper, scissors says 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the audience gets to split it. We think this is a better product than, let's say, a vintage booster pack. That's why we host these. Okay, so you are opening boosters. You're opening my custom boosters, and they cost $40 each. And one of them has a graded Cubone in it. Good luck. Here goes. Well, technically, it has a Psyduck in it. Mr. Gabriel pulls a Pokemon card. So that's his now. Javier Togedemaru. Alicia Brown. Could it be Alicia Brown? I don't think Alicia Brown should be allowed to be this lucky. It's nuts, man. Ugh, man, I'm old now. I got go over to Discord, all these new things, man. I'll go find it for you and put it on the table, okay? I'll bring it up to the table for you. I had said 7. Oh, I'm sorry, man. But rock, paper, scissors, he was on my... Look, he's on my screen before you, see? See that? So he came first. All right. Alicia Brown keeps sweeping in these breaks, man. It's a little bit crazy. All right, so we got to finish this out. It's not a complete break until it's completely over and everything lines up and I didn't make any mistakes. Like, for example, forgetting to split the deck. That is a mistake that would make it an illegitimate run. And we redo it at that point, even though it's probably going to upset one person really bad. Here's Javier Arroyo, but we got to follow those rules. Sava Dusenberry, Brett Love, and I will make another mistake like that in the future. You know it'll happen again. I make mistakes because I'm a human being. All right, that's it. That appears to be a correct run. Miss Alicia's going to take home the Cubone. She's probably going to trade it back to me. I tend to assume you want to trade it back. Now, remember, the Mega Rayquaza went off, and it's supposed to be a red mark for the Mega Rayquaza. So probably over here, one of these was meant to be red. I'm going to go ahead and put a red mark on here because he did make it through 2 Mega Breaks. All right, so that's another red mark on the card. Wham. I will take the slab. Oh, yes, 1 slab. Coming right up. So this is hers, and she pulled it for $40. Not unlike just opening some vintage booster packs, right? Except it's already graded, and it's already a desirable card. Again, I think it's all about the ability to offer you more value per dollars on your booster pack openings, on your RNG products. So there it is, Alicia Brown. Congratulations. She's been sweeping. You guys just been buying cards for Alicia Brown. How do you feel about that? I think she's going to have to pay pokey reparations. All right, we're jumping over here. Alicia Brown. Cubone at 142 minutes. There it is. All right, that's completed. So what happens at this point is we choose a new lightning break, and that's what we do on this channel. We hit 45 likes. Let's get people in here. All right, so I'm gonna hit refresh on the Nightbot. So now that we have 45 likes, we start the giveaway, and we always have a giveaway ready. Tonight's giveaway, though, is provided to you by Mark J. Valerian. He's just a really nice guy, and he just gives a lot of cards away. So this was his return today, but it was an unlucky 7. Darn. But it's still an amazing card, and who wouldn't want this for free? You are. So, who should go in here? Maybe that Norm guy. That Norm guy. Number 6. Maybe rock, paper, scissors. All right. And number 7. Mr. Russ. So this tops out at 20 spots, and then we roll a 20-sided die to see who gets it. That's how it works. Really, the system of our giveaway benefits people who tend to chill around a lot and actually play the game a lot. So if you're persistent, you hang out a lot, your odds go way up. That's why we do it this way. It's a good system. You know, if you're somebody who pops in for like 1 minute, types in the code word, and then leaves, you got a lower chance. All right, so we only added 3 people that time. It's a really good giveaway. So it's going to move 3 spots at a time. Stick around. We may roll it again at the end, okay? Now, magic card. Let's go get it. All right, where's Anthony Shime? He's going to want to see this. By the way, did you guys see this one as well? First edition Cocos Pidgey has an 8.5. $30. Kind of nice. Dude. Here's, these are some Diamond Pearl cards, including a holographic Luxray 9 for $40. Pretty wow. Here's Trico 9. He's Diamond Pearl. Here's Squirtle. That is vintage Squirtle. Here's Topps Ash Ketchum. Here's Diamond Pearl Holographic Unknown 9. So actually quite a few vintage cards in there. That's Huntail for $75. Somebody was asking around for this earlier, but he wanted a little discount, and I was like, maybe not so early. Here's a Mudkip 9 for $25. Now, he's non-hollow, but the artwork's really good. These poker cards are also considered pretty old. They're from 2015. They are Mega Pokemon, and they're pretty cheap. We sold like 2 of these in the morning time stream. Here it is, Magikarp 8. He's 160 from Fire Red, Leaf Green. Oop. Okay, put this over here. Pesky Paul. They're calling him the Lisa Nagaib. He's calling himself the Moadib. We played the Pesky Paul worm. Ooh, look at that. Please donate the card if I win. Hope to be around for the die roll. It will take place probably tomorrow, to tell you the truth. So that break will probably make it, that giveaway will probably make it into tomorrow's morning stream. So it's going to be given away tomorrow. But you should check back, okay? Because we go live twice a day. Cut me a deal on the card. Let me do research on it, okay? So I don't generally haggle. I generally just go with cheapest buy now. And if I think cheapest buy now is like way overpriced, then I lower it. But you know how it is right now. It's real crazy right now. So I don't even think I see one for sale. Let's type in Fire Red. Maybe that'll help us. You gotta be careful, because if it's too good of a price, I'm gonna raise it actually. Give me a second. But if it's a bad price, I'll lower it. We actually didn't test the price on this one, so give me a moment here. Oh, that's non-hollow. Okay, that's a non-hollow. You know what? Here is a 7 for 230. Oh man, you shouldn't have asked me. It's always a mistake to ask me about pricing, because if I go online and I find them for more expensive, like look at this one. So this one's the CGC 8, and they want 150 for it. So this guy's price is on pause. He is about to go up. Let me check sold maybe. I can't find an 8, but there's a 9 for like way more. Let's see. Okay, so we know in February he sold for 160 as an 8. And that's a error card that sold for 600. That's weird. Let's see. I just need something to base it off of. So like here's a rev foil, and it's a 7, and they want 230 for that. And then here's a 9, and they want 300 for the 9. But I think that's a non-hollow, so that's not useful. And then here's a 9 for 1,000. I suspect he is underpriced. I have nothing to compare him to other than the PSA 7 for 230 and the 9 for 1,000. Again, let me check sold. I'm going to hit refresh. Sold. So here he is in February selling for 160. How about recently? Oh, here we go. In March, the 9 sold for 250. And on March 19th, the 9 sold for 500. There we go. All right. You're going to get a much worse price on this now, I'm afraid. So that is the PSA 9 selling for 500. So his price will move to $230, which is the same price as the 7. Sold price only matters. Well, I wouldn't agree with that. I think sometimes the buy it now price matters a lot, because that's what the seller is willing to give it up for. So it's a combination of both prices. What does the seller want and what does the buyer want? And can they reach an agreement? That's what price is. That's the true price. Because if you say let's say you claim it's only sold price, right? Sold price only. And that's what you say. Well, here's the problem with that. Let's say on Tuesday it sells for $100. That's the new sold price, right? Well, then on Wednesday, you're only allowed to sell it for $100. Then on Thursday, you're only allowed to sell it for $100. It sells again. On Friday, you're only allowed to sell it for $100, and it just stays stuck at 100. So for cards to go up in price, there was a point where someone said, all right, I'll pay 150 for it, actually. So how do you think that works? Well, the seller said, I know it last sold for 100, but I'm asking 150, baby. because I know it's rare. So buyers always argue it has to be the last sold price. If that was how it really worked, if that was strictly how it worked, every single one of these cards never would have gone up in price. They'd all be the same price. Same with Bitcoin, same with gold, same with the stock market. And they got terms for that. You know, they say stuff like yesterday's price is not today's price. So there's terms for that. Cards go up in price a little bit, especially over time. They seem to go up. I mean, they have to go up because the value of the dollar goes down. All right, lovely vintage. You should have bought it. Don't make me look at prices because I get more information than I used to have, and that's a disadvantage for you. And that happens a lot on this stream. All right. Put my name on it. Put my name. I sent 24 though. My bad. I thought I got the $25 one. It's a dollar difference. I don't really care. Could you show us close so we can look up the dig report? Yes, sir. All right. So we got this beautiful Magikarp. There it is. Screenshot 1, 2, 3. It's got 2 dots on it. I mean, that's what an 8 is, you know. It's not a 9. But the 9 last sold for 500, and there's no more 9s for sale. So the next 9 might sell for 600. So our price of 250 is probably appropriate. Here's Mr. Gavin. He says, for the Magnetron, is it gone? I think the Magneton sold. Magneton is gone. He sold. We have Galarian Moltres still. Magneton is sold, Gavin. I'm sorry, man. It was snatched pretty much a few minutes after it hit the table. This is going to say 55. I still have more cards to price, Mr. Gavin, if you want to hang around. Do you do the 1,000-point grading system when you do tag grading? I don't even know. I don't even know what I do. They give me some kind of special submission center, and that's it. I just use that. We have an order from... Whoa, we have 6 orders. Jonathan Lewandowski says a box, a 151 surprise. The stream started out so slow, and now it's literally exploding. What is going on, man? That's crazy. All right, Jonathan Lewandowski. Oops. I had an offer for this Shining Tyranitar, by the way. A gentleman reached out. He said $30,000 for it. I said, maybe not. All right, here we are. You know, there's one on eBay for like $47,000. Man, I'm ready to pull out a loan and go grab that one and own 2 of them. He's only popped 60, like 8 or something. He's actually one of the rarest Tyranitars on Earth. I think that's the, you know, you think it would be the English version, but that's likely the holy grail of Tyranitars right there. All right. Here it is. Ready? 1 snip. I think we got some good deals for you guys on the slabs tonight. I think we had a lot of slab sales, and people were happy with what they snatched. Yeah, the one guy bought the 3 Pikachus the instant they touched the table, but that's because we were selling them at literally $0. $18, the price of grading. All right. Very good. Very good. If you guys missed the morning time stream, you missed me buying the Gengar Pikachu out of this set. I bought it outright because I wanted to show people how intensely good that card is that I feel confident to just buy another one. Here it is. So check it out. Let's see. I'll click on this. You purchased this item on April 1st. Here it is. See? 2.4 thousand. Not bad. Great card. Great card. You got to try and... If you can pull this yourself, it's going to be so amazing. Look at how it looks. Such a good Pikachu. Wow, wow, wow. People do collect Pikachus, you know. Pikachus do well. I think I have one of the rarest Pikachus. I got that Emerald Pikachu, man. Ooh, Jinx. Off for the evening. See you later, man. Have a nice night. My messages are slow. If your messages are lagging, try hitting refresh on your phone or on your TV or on your web browser. Here's Charmeleon. Oops. Clefairy. So you've got a full art. Let's see if you get a shiny too. Aerodactyl. Weedle. I think your odds... Ooh, Charizard. I think your odds for the Gengar Pikachu is low now. But I don't know. I actually don't know if it is. Here's Weezing. Might be in the next box, maybe, if we're lucky. Here's Chansey. Here's Bulbasaur. Here's Jolteon. And here's Moltres. I sent for the Carp. Good choice, man. Good choice. That was actually a fair price, too, for him. He was just underpriced before, which, you know, that would have been a bad deal for me. You would have kind of gotten one over me, but now it's just a fair deal between two people. So, Mr. Jonathan Lewandowski, let's sleeve these up. Okay. And Moltres. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mamma mia. So, Jonathan, let's find your bag. I think you're here. Thanks for the order, man. I appreciate it. Those 151s are really well priced. I'm tempted to restock it, too. You know, there's all these sets coming out, but how can you do better than a Gengar Pikachu, honestly? All right. We have an order. Javier Arroyo. Shipping address is the same. I have some bags and lots of slabs and a jumbo slab. Javier, can you tell me a little bit about the jumbo slab? What is it exactly? What's the jumbo slab this time? All right, some shipping for Javier. He's got a lot of stuff. Place a quick website order. Let's start converting your things over to a nice little box. This is like the Javier box, basically. Thanks for all your orders, man. You're too nice to me. All right. Placing that up there. I'm going to give you a spot in the mark break, even though you didn't get pulled by Nightbot. But you're going to go in here. You've been very nice to me for a long time. Appreciate it. Mewtwo, Mew. Oh, okay, yes. How to ship that one? I think that should be shipped separately, to be honest. Think about it for a minute. So I think I'm going to do two labels for you. One for this box and slabs, and one for the Mewtwo Mew. You're going to have two separate shipments. All right, let me plug my phone in. Now, that's when that flat rate shipping really kicks in. You're saving a lot on shipping right now. You're one of the biggest benefactors of the combined shipping. Imagine you shipped out like every month. You'd have lost like $100 in shipping by now. So first we should make a shipping for your slabs. Let's have it be maybe a large flat rate box. So that's going to be like $30, I think. And then we'll have a separate shipment just for the Mewtwo Mew, I think. That one's really big. You can definitely like hang that on your wall or like put it up on a shelf with like a plate holder or something like that. And it's such a large item, you're going to see it from far away, which is really cool. Oh my God, this software is so slow and it really annoys me because I got so much to do. I do not need to be sitting here. Let me go ahead and place this over here. Good. And let's let it calculate the price of that shipping for a second. I'm going to take a look at the next order, Javier. Tyler Davis, the other Trico slab. Good. Okay, the other Trico, which was right in here. Let's see, where'd he go? There he is. I'm going to crack it and put it in the jumbo card binder. You don't crack it. It's graded 10. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Don't crack it. Dude, it's worth so much graded because those jumbo cards are very hard to grade. You definitely do not want to crack it. All right, here we go. So we got a nice big label for you. Do you want the shipping to be for tomorrow? Oh my God, now it's recalculating it. Can you believe it? All right, did Mr. Gavin Stewart tell me anything about this? I sent for the card. Okay, very good. All right, so let's try that again. It's working now. Now next, we're going to print a secondary label for the giant Mewtwo slab. It's going to be a large package. And we're getting the dimensions right. Actually, this is probably more like... All right. So we've given it the dimensions. You best not be cracking it. Okay. Put that over there. We're going to hit print. Now, I'm pretty sure the other guy did not send for this Magikarp, so he's going back up on the table. So this the second label shall say Jumbo Mewtwo. Okay. I might have to be the one to ship that one. Anthony Shime, Carp, love you, man. More Carp. All right, more Carp. Means more love for the Carp. Here you go. Thank you so much, man. Oh. And now we have Mr. NHCC wants the Tops Meowth. Tag 9 Tops Meowth. Oh, yes, that also in here. Hold on, let's see. Here it is. He's a cool one, man. NHCC. I mean, really, it's just a little bit over the cost of grading. And notice how he has, like, speckles on him. That's a type of holofoil pattern. They don't all do that. They have different patterns. So this is like a special print run. One of them. I don't remember which one, though. I haven't opened enough tops to remember. I thought you said 230. My bad. Plus tip. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. Anthony's very nice. And let's see. Is that Carp upside down? He's intentionally upside down. This is called a Taruka. It's some kind of Japanese game. And so all of the Pokemon in the Taruka game are upside down. Look. Rayquaza. Rawr. So there they are. Look. They're all upside down. It's a very strange card set. Yes. So we do have an order from Nathan Gordon, who says 7 of the 151 surprise. All right, so we need another box of 151 surprise, which does not surprise me because these have been selling pretty well. We used to sell these for so much money. Do you guys remember that? They used to be so expensive. And then I found a source that was cheaper. That whole box of those cards is $20. Yeah, but you know, you're saying that like it's a big surprise. A lot of cards are like that. Like this Galarian Moltres, he was probably like $8, but then when he grades 10, he's worth $70. So you still have to get a 10, right? Let's see. You know, this card would be like $100 if it had graded 10, but it's just a common Miltank. It's the nature of trying to grade cards 10, but here's the problem. When you try to grade cards, many of them don't grade 10. And for each card you try to grade, you actually have to pay money, and that's why they end up having a premium. Like here's this Vileplume. This is just a hollow Vileplume. Here's Master Chief. What's most important is that these items resell for these prices over and over again. They trade at these prices all day long. And a lot of it's because people enjoy having the card already done being graded, and someone else took the risk on the grading and did the work of doing the grading, which takes quite a lot of time, actually. And again, the cards aren't exactly free either, are they? They're not free. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you got it, man. Mister, it's 8 p.m. The whole box of those cards, the Rayquaza, that's nice. All right, so let me put this over here. All right. Like, we're going to probably pull some gradable cards right out of these 7 packs as well. What's really interesting is when you pay massive amounts of money to open up one common card from, like, a vintage pack, like this guy right here, right? So this guy's like the opposite of these other cards. You have to pay bonkers money to open it. But first of all, there's a premium because it's sealed. Second of all, you might pull Dark Charizard holographic, and he's going to be worth like $20,000 or whatever he's going for. So that's what's really going on. With these, you don't have a chance for $20,000 Dark Charizard, you know? Oh, yes. See, look, now he's got a Starmie. Here it is, see? NHWC Message Digital Collection. He says, Digi Collection. Oh, yes, sir. Let me get that for you. My bad. Okay, here's Starmie. Now I know you need that. Let me go grab it for you. Sorry about that. Yeah, you kind of got spam to get my attention sometimes. Here it is. Let me put this over here. That's for Nathan Gordon. Thank you, Mr. Nathan. Nathan Gordon. Where are we keeping Nathan Gordon? Don't you have like a box of your own or something? I'm trying to remember. Nathan Gordon. Here's a Jonas Gordon. Here's a Nicholas Bentz, Nicholas Pacheco, Nicholas Pacheco, Nicholas Williams, Nicholas Williams. Here's a Nathaniel Martinez, Nathan Norman. Damn. Mister, where are the codes? Just have a bag. Had a box before, but I shipped. Okay, let's try to find this then. Pacheco, Pacheco, Pacheco. We need to give Nicholas Pacheco. He needs a box. That's what needs to happen. Philip S. Paul. Palatrese, pesky Paul. Aha! Found you. All right, thank you so much. Very good. Starmie in the new set is so nice. Oh, yeah, I like it. All right, we're putting your bag toward the front now. Good. 812, Mr. Happy Wife, remember. Oh, that's true. Happy Wife, happy long stocking. Here's Tyranitar. We didn't even get to pick out a new lightning break. We need a new lightning break now. Victor Cardenas says he's going to pick up that 151 Journey times 12. All right, 151 Journey. Let's see. Ba-do-do-do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so that's an empty bag for those. And let's start sneeping. Just a bag. How does that make you feel only having a bag now? Do you feel like kind of naked? There's something, Mistress, the Cubone's still here. Mr. Edward, I'm afraid the Cubone break went off. He is already done. He was truly a fast one. All right. Good. So, all right, here goes. Vaporeon, right? Moltres. Yeah, I know. You probably would have missed. Miss Alicia pulled it, but another jinx. That's too many jinxes. Miss Alicia pulled it, but you know, just having a shot to pull them is really fun. It's kind of tough, isn't it? You know, a lot of people miss, and only one person gets it. So it's like really dang rewarding for one person. So he's like a $400 card, and she just pulled him for 40 bucks. Wow, what a night. That's why the breaks are a really fun RNG product. Alicia got some luck. She pulled the Crystal Nidoking too. But I will say this, she always participates. That's the other thing. She's always in the breaks. That was like what Six was doing, if you recall. Six was in like all the breaks all the time. And, you know, sometimes you miss. Sometimes you have a losing streak. But, in fact, I think Ivan had a kind of a tough losing streak. But sometimes you don't miss. Sometimes you actually get really strong luck. And it ends up being a little bit of fun. Here you go, Mr. Aovic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. You hit the sad face. Let's see. So that is done. We have an order now from Mr. NHCC 200. Oh, wait. Digital collection, NHCC. Here it is. 200 off my double Gary slab away. Can I see him again? Upside Ray and a shot at the Gengar Grime, a box 151 surprise. All right, I'm liking it. So let's start by fulfilling our duty to your private channel. NHCC. All right, picture time. Let me get his good side. All right, looks great. Very good. Now, you are going to go ahead and pick up the upside down Rayquaza. I'm not surprised that lasted one stream. There it is. Your items have been received and securely stored in the vault. I sure hope so. You know? Oh, yeah. My bad, I didn't check the break's history. No, you're fine. I couldn't remember if it ended. But yeah, we have to pick a new lightning breakout, and luckily we have a lot of options for that because we built up a nice supply. There's always that temptation to sell, but we built up a nice supply. 200 off the double Gary. Let's go get that double Gary and take care of him. Oh, that double Gary. Dang, dude, that is so cool. So you have 1,330. So it's going down to 1,130. That's $200 off. And now last but not least, a box of the surprise Gengar. Yes, this is pretty much the exact product I would be opening. All right, put this back over here. Each box gives you a chance for glory. There's also a lot of other good pulls in here. That's part of why this is so fun to open. What's the lightning break? We don't have one anymore. We got Tyranitar still. We've got Charizard still. Look at these guys. They're saying, choose me. Actually, the Sleeping Tyranitar is an Altart. He's pretty cool. One of the cool things about the Sleeping Tyranitar was he was like the first Altart in Sword and Shield. Isn't that right? Because before then, we were just getting Rainbow Rares like back in the day. Mostly you got Rainbow Rares. And then, you know, Single Strike Master comes out and they introduce Tyranitar and a couple other guys too. Like Empoleon's in there and the stinky martial art bears, whatever those are called. There you go. Snipping that. All right. Monkey Foo or something. I don't remember. Nothing beats the old Pokemon, man. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. Here's Nidoqueen. Even a little bit of Gen 4 is okay. Gen 4 is just a little bit of it. Like Dialga is pretty cool, right? We got Gyarados. We got Gary. Dodrio. Omastar. Master Ball Graveler. Darn. This could have been Master Ball Gengar, by the way. And he's like... Now, I could be wrong, but I think I saw that the Master Ball Chinese Gengar is like $500. That's some serious moolah for a Master Ball. Here's... But double check me on that, okay? Don't let me get away with that if I'm wrong. There's Nidorina. Here's Jinx. That's probably going to be your other hit in the box. Here's Jolteon and Lickitung. See, I told you. So Jinx and Graveler. It's tough that an EX can be your hit, but, you know, also an Altart can be your hit. So we've seen both. Will PSA store CGC slabs? Yes, they do not currently store tag slabs, which I'm not a big fan of that. But I do think they're going to eventually store them. So I just kind of hold on to my tag slabs for now. I like them anyway, so I like seeing them. So, Mr. NHCC, where are we keeping you? I feel like I haven't put you away in a while. Here's Mike's side. Here's Trevor, Isai. Where are we keeping you? I thought we used to keep you right over here. You know what I think I did? I think I put your stuff over in your box. I think that's what I did. So, oh, wait. Here's an NHCC bag right here. What's this all about? All right, NHCC. Oh, maybe this was the bag that had the... it had the one character in it. Okay, let's put these in here. I'll put these in here. Very nice. Okay. Why was there so many bears? Urshifu, right, Urshifu, he was a bear. Urshifu. Items received at the PSA vault. Type 2 Mickey, it says. Oh, cool. Nice. So, can I donate the Jinx? Yes. Nathan Gordon sent in an order as well. There is Jinx. Jinx tends to get donated. Poor Jinx. Jinx, the donated Pokemon. Let's see. All right. She about to give you a kiss, bro. You don't want a little Jinxie kiss? Smidge. There it is. We'll say NHCC. There's still a giveaway we have to do related to the deck. I think the deck's pretty much full, but I'm going to give people a little more time to donate another card in here because we still have, like, the sleeves left over. There's still enough sleeves. But we have enough cards in here to properly play the game now. Where's the other? Oh my God, it's all the way over here. There. Oh, that exact card has been donated twice. Wow. All right, very nice. She can keep it. What? That's racist. All right, Nathan Gordon is next. He wants 11 of the 151 surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so let me get another box of these, since it's right next to me, and fill this bag up. So sad about those Cubones not grading 10, huh? I feel like the one that was like really borderline, I feel like that should have been a 10. So sad. Okay. Oh my gosh, someone donated the Tauros, my chase card. That's the new deck 3 for the gym breaks. Mr. NHCC, we got a new activity on the channel. It's called Battle Tower. So we're going back to keeping track of people's scores in the gym breaks. And now the person with the most wins and the person with the most losses will tee off at the end of 90 days. Maybe it'll be 60 days. And whoever wins gets a roll into scored, called like Pokemon Champion or something like that. I'll have to come up with a name. So you'll get a roll into scored if you win the final fight. And so right now, Andy Valdez has 3 wins. It looks like it would be Andy Valdez versus one of these guys with 2 losses, but nobody stands out yet. So he's the current winner, Andy Valdez. So at the end of 90 days, it would be him versus one other guy. And the person who wins, they get all of deck 3 becomes theirs, minus the Charizard, actually. I'm not going to take that away from the guy who donated it. I'm probably going to return it to him. But deck number 4, everyone will understand that those cards are given away to the gem breakers. All right, here it is. So, but that's the new thing. It's called the Battle Tower. We've had that before. Remember Battle Tower? And so people who enjoy gym breaks can rejoice. You got a fun little mini game to play. And there's a Discord role involved with this. And a prize, really. And so we'll have to build up deck number 4, too. There it goes. All right. Here's Executor. Ditto might be worth grading, crazy enough. Here's Electrode. People are going crazy for Ditto cards. Did you guys hear about that? Here's Starmie. Nuentails. Here's Moltres. Someone donated the Taurus, my chase card, for any gym battles. Here's Dragonair. I think what you're asking is anyone down for any gym battles. Is that what you meant? All right, and here's Starmie and Hubes. So now scorecards matter. Here's Executor and Clefable. The other thing about your scorecard, after the 90 days is over, all the scorecards are thrown away. So they get reset. So this is like a season, basically. Mr. Nathan, you pull 1 Ninetales. A little bit rough. No major hit coming out here. A little bit rough. Ow. By the way, if you don't like these hollows, these can be traded in toward the trade slab. They can also be traded in to get an actual spot on the giveaway. If you didn't know that, that's new. You can go into the trade slab or the giveaway by donating your junk cards you don't want. What was I going to do? All right, so yes. So check it out. So these scorecards will be thrown away at 90 days. And here's what a custom scorecard looks like. We got some custom scorecards. You can have a custom scorecard. It costs $4, and then we work together to get you a nice custom scorecard. See? So custom scorecards are a thing. So this is a free scorecard. Everybody gets this automatically. And this is a custom scorecard. Good stuff. All right. So that is part of it. I think we're wrapping up here, guys. It's 8:30. I don't want to go any longer. I'm going to get in trouble if I go any longer. Okay, guys? We got the full 3 hours done, though. Let's hand out another spot on this ridiculously generous giveaway card. Ooh, look at this magic card. He's definitely going to sell, right? So, let's hit choose a winner. And it's going to be J-Dog Gaming. Here you go, J-Dog. And number 10. Mike Side. Hey! Tomorrow, we'll continue this Lord of the Rings giveaway. So if you don't want to miss tomorrow's stream, smash the subscribe button and YouTube will tell you that I'm going live. All right, I'll see you there, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.